Check, 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 check. All right. Here we go. It's time. MWI, baby. I mean, MSC, baby. What a great way to start the stream. Wildcard. Wildcard. Chat. All right. If you're just coming in, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Big T. Tempest, what's good? What up, miss you, bro? What up, man? How's it going? Ran. Naja, how's it going, guys? Everyone that's coming in, hello, welcome. Here we go. 4 a.m., baby. Now we just wait on the stream to start. It's probably going to be late. It's usually late. Dragon Emperor, everything's going pretty well. Everything's going pretty well. How does this top fans thing even work? When am I casting? I'll be there. I'm leaving this weekend for MWI. And then I'm doing knockout stages for MSC. Predictions. I posted my predictions for wildcards will just be posted on TikTok, Instagram, or Reels on here. But I think I'm just going to post them on TikTok and Instagram. So you're going to have to go follow me on there if you want to see my predictions. Hey, yo, it's me on the stream comments. It is you on the stream comments. I actually just read that and laughed about it. I think, I don't know. I think with Ducky, Falcon has an edge for sure. With Ducky, Falcons might just be the real deal. Who knows, bro? I mean, a coach is only going to go so far, as we know, but still. This is Falcons meta. And you also have to give it up for Falcons for the fact that, like, you also have to give it up for them for, like they've played with the big dogs a lot. Even though they always lose on the main stage, they've played against a lot of really good teams throughout their days, so they're not, you know, they're normally a top 16 team, but you think the Russian team is gonna, I don't know, man. I think, let's put it this way. Last MSC, Brute Force played like garbage, man. Let's be real. They lost all their games, so we'll see. And it's not like Brute Force did bad exactly. I don't think Brute Force did bad against Team Spirit either, so. Virtuous Pro, I definitely think will beat Nightmare, but I don't know if they'll win it. They'll win this whole group. I think it's a toss-up between VP, Mongols, and Falcon. And I think Zeta and Rare Atom are the dark horses. Have a chance to definitely turn things around. I'm excited to see Rare Atom play. Nice-oo! I fly this weekend, brother man. Mr. Nice-oo, man. Mr. Brother man. Bro, what's up with my... Bro, first of all, is it an influence rage? Is it influencer rage or influence rage? Kronos, bro, listen, man. I hate to... I know you're Mr. Latam now, bro. I know you're Mr. Brazil. You're Mr. I'm an English caster in the MPL Latam, man. I get it, bro. I get it, you know? But, they don't ever show up, bro. I'm sorry. It's been a long time. It's been a long fucking time since they've ever shown up. Why are you not wearing an Area 77? I don't have an Area 77 jersey, bro. What do you mean? What jersey am I wearing, bro? Should I zoom out a little bit? Don't mind my dirty background, bro. All my clothes are messed up. Yasu! Nice seeing you again, TREX. Damn, all the casters are dropping in. Bro, bring my sweater. Guys, you guys want to see something sexy? You guys want to see something sexy? I got a nice new sweater. He left it at my house the other day. You know it's not mine because this thing is fucking huge, bro. This is like a triple XL, bro. This thing is gigantic, bro. What the hell? I can sleep in this thing. This thing could be a blanket for me. God damn, bro. Please send on it, bro. Just wear it. Should we see how big I did? Here, fine. Let's put it on, bro. I'm not gonna lie, this thing has not been washed, I don't think. I think it's been sitting in my garage since you left it here, brother, man. Golly. I look like a little kid, bro. Holy crap, bro. This thing goes way down, bro. This thing. Oh, I can't show you guys what I'm in. All right, they saw the jammies. All right, I can explain. I have bluey jammies on, guys. All right, we'll just talk about it, okay? We'll zoom all the way out real fast. I might have bluey pajama pants on right now, but there is an explanation to this, okay? Don't judge. First of all, it's 4 a.m. I'm allowed to wear pajamas in my house. Second of all, I was at Target the other day. Buying some new socks, which, golly, these, bro. Anyways, I was buying some new socks. I had to buy a black belt, some other stuff. And, bro, this jacket is comfy. And I saw these Bluey pajamas, and my daughter loves the show Bluey, and she has a pair of Bluey pajamas. And I'm kind of cheap. Like, there's certain things I'm not cheap about, and then it's really weird because, like, I'll go to a restaurant and blow $200 like it's nothing, like an asshole. But I'll see some socks that are, like, 3 for $13, and I'm like, this is crazy. Why are these socks so fucking expensive? Or I will see some pants or some pajamas like these that were $20 or like $15, and they were 70% off. So I bought these pajamas for like $7. They were $7, and I was like, and now I can match with my daughter. So, bro, how did Naisu shoot? I'm so confused. How does this top fan thing work? Naisu, Yasu, and all of them all just shot up to 7. Like, how does this work? Do you get points for liking the stream? Why hasn't Wildcard started yet, guys? He was number 1. Bro, this jacket is comfy. I might just keep it, bro. Is this like one of your favorite sweaters or something, man? Like, do you just have 3 more of these in your house? Naisu, when do you go there? Are you already there, bro? Random. Yo, yo. Mark Merk. How are you? I'm well, sir. How are you? Or you get there this weekend, like me. You fly the 13th. I fly the 12th and land the 13th. When's this shit gonna start? Falcons really might beat Rare Adam. I don't know. No, all right, predictions, boys. Falcons versus Rare Adam. Put it in the chat. Nisu does MWI, but you're doing the whole deal, right? Like you're doing what we did last year, aren't you? I didn't get the whole deal this time, but I couldn't have. I wouldn't have been able to. I'm only doing MWI, and then I'm leaving and I'm flying back for knockouts. Bro, Mark Merck, calm down, bro. You don't got to do all that. You think VP might take the wildcard slot? I don't know about that, bro. Nah, SAUL plays later on, bro. They play after the stream. Honestly, for me, I want Zeta to do well. They're who I'm rooting for in this group. Because I think it would just be really cool. I think it'd be really cool if Japan, like, showed up. That'd be pretty dope. That's who I'm cheering for in this group, but hey. Mr. Travelman, so you do MWI, go home to... Yeah, bro. Yeah. That's pretty shitty. I wish but I wouldn't have been able to, because I got the new job and stuff, and like all this stuff's going on. There's a lot to talk about, Nisu. When I see you in person, there's a lot to talk about. Remember how last time we chilled, there was a lot for you to talk about? There's a lot for me to talk about this time. A lot. We'll have some one-on-one time. Living bombs. At least they put MWI close this time, because last time we all did, like me and you, we did wildcard, group, knockout, and then everyone had to fly home and come back for MWI. Yeah, Nisu's flying out on the 13th, bro. Bro, why are they sizing our life right now, bro? Bro, I need a toothpick or something, man. MWI was pretty good last year. We're just waiting, bro. I mean, it's day one, so. Nisu. Was it me and you casting in Wildcard last year when the power went out? And we had to get out of the caster booth and go cast from... Was that me and you? Fun story time, guys. So last year, like EWC was still getting set up when we got there, right? like they were still building a lot of the stuff. Like we had to wear fucking construction vests and hard hats walking through the venue because they were still in the middle of like constructing stuff. So during Wildcard, we were at the area where the casting was, and they were like these two built rooms. And then like right outside the rooms, like think if you just like built a room real fast out of like, you know what I'm saying? They built some rooms. TVs, they were nice. They were still AC, like we were good. And then they had the production area right outside the rooms. So a bunch of computers, everyone handling production, yada, yada, yada. And they're like right outside the room. And literally like the day before, I swear it was probably a cat that must have pulled a plug somewhere. Because about a day before, we're all standing there and they're like going through running a show with us. And I look over and I see this cat running through the venue. And I'm like, does anyone going to do anything about this cat? And one of the guys like, yeah, they're everywhere, whatever. And it's like running behind this screen. And these are like $1 million boxes with giant screens. There's just a cat running behind it. And I'm like, this thing's going to be freaking tugging on cords or something. What the fuck's going on here? And so then like we're on like, well, it must have been the last day or the day before the last day. We're in the middle of casting and lights just hell curdle, darkness everywhere. And I'm like, oh fuck. And I'm like, yep, they're going for the turtle. They're going for the turtle. So they pull us out and they're telling all the production room, they're like, production room, shh, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet, be quiet. So that no one can hear us. And we have me and Nisu standing here. And then I think it was like Iman and KB or something like that. One of the two Indocasters. And they're yelling and we're yelling and we're trying not to like yell too loud to get into their microphones because we're literally like right next to each other practically. Yeah, it was funny. Good times. Refresh the page, bro. I refreshed the page. It was definitely a cat, bro. TREX, everybody left you for the other game. What's your reaction? I don't know, bro. We'll talk about it in a month or two. TREX, do you think Moonton's monopoly is sustainable? I don't know, bro. Must be. All right, Nisu, thank you. Thank you for stopping by, sir. Oh. I got something in my teeth right now, bro. Bro, 25 minutes is crazy, bro. Why the hell did I start? Jake and Trish. Magandang umaga. Hello po. Yo, guys, the other day I went and got some sisig. I found like an authentic Filipino market. It's this little itty bitty place, and it's a market, and they got all kinds of snacks and stuff. But then they also serve food, and I got some like egg roll, guys, some lumpia, and some dim sum, some siomai, and I got some sizzling sisig. It was pretty good. It wasn't as good as bro, I'm pretty sure it was legit, man. It was this little fucking old lady. It was this little old lady. This real little old lady, bro. She was like, "What can I get you?" She I don't even think she actually spoke to us. She just came out and was like, and I was like, me and my friend, like, we'll take this, we'll take this. She said, we'll take this, and We didn't see anyone else but the grandma, so there was like nobody else there, I'm pretty sure, unless there was someone back in the kitchen. We went and sat. She came out. She brought out our rice and our lumpia first, and then the shumai, and then the sisig. It was pretty good. I feel like I would have liked maybe like a little lime, a little calamante, and maybe like some more chilies or something in it. Like I feel like it could have been, but not really. I don't know. The pork that she used maybe was like too... you know, like the flavor that sausage has? Like that kind of pork flavor? Like it tastes like breakfast sausage almost? Like there's like I know that breakfast sausage is pork, but there's like a certain flavor to breakfast sausage. It was pretty good. I have a video of it. Where's it at? Here. Hold on. Hard to see. There we go. Show my sisig. This was like the market part. They had like ube snacks and shrimp chips. Ube otop. I don't know what that is. He killed. What's up? What's otop? Have you tried ube TREX? And if you have, what it is? I've tried. So actually, we made mashed ube the other day, like mashed potatoes out of ube. So it's kind of like a sweet potato, but I would say not as sweet as a sweet potato. It's like more, it's almost hard to explain, but yeah, it's similar to a sweet potato, but it's not a sweet potato. It's a little more earthy, I would say, than a sweet potato. And now ube's like the ube flavoring, how it's all over the place over there. It's becoming a little more trendy in America. Like one of our cocktails at our restaurant has ube syrup in it and stuff like that. Rex is a sole carrier of MLBBNA now. I don't know. Do we really think that, like, do you guys really think that Zane and them aren't even going to, like, watch any MSC? I guess they're super busy right now, but you don't think they're going to live stream it? They might not, because they might get fucking flagged, honestly. What are your thoughts on the meta for MSC? I don't even know, bro. We'll see. That's why I'm watching this. RZ, yeah, that's an Echo jacket in the back. I fly on Saturday. Bro, they're killing me, guys. What is up with this? I'll be doing MWI. I fly in this weekend to do MWI. But I'm just doing stream B. Yeah, guys, I'm running out of stories, bro. We could smoke a cigar. Probably shouldn't smoke a cigar in here, though. This is a Winston. This is my Winston Churchill right here. Do you think I could bring these to Saudi? Let's Google it. Can I bring a cigar to Saudi? Yes, you can bring cigars into Saudi Arabia, but there are limits to the quantity. You're allowed to bring a maximum of 200 cigarettes, 500 grams of other tobacco products, or 24 cigars for personal use. Nice. Maybe I should bring some cigars for the homies. TREX, congratulations on the new baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you believe TLPH has this in the bag? Fuck yeah, I do. Best in the world. We got aggressive. Did I get the jacket yet? Not yet. I'm still in America. Worst country in the world. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I waited till after they posted me on the Instagram to post that video. I was like, let's wait till after they announce me as a caster to post that video. Where will you put Area 77 on EWC top 10 list? I would be amazed if they make it a top 8. I'd be so proud of them. They could get knocked out right after that, but if they make it a top 8, I'd be so proud of them. I really hope they do okay. I hope they don't just get like mollywopped. They have they haven't got their groups yet, so we'll see. Is it really crowded because of the FIFA World Cup? Is the FIFA World Cup in America right now? Bro, I don't even follow that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Please take off the jersey. Why, bro? Oh, it's taking place in the USA in 2025 with 12 venues across the country. That's cool. No, it's not very crowded, bro. I mean, it's not. You gotta understand. I don't know. I'm not in those places where it's at. Yasu, like, you have to understand, like, USA is huge. So, like, you could have the Olympics in New York and I wouldn't even notice, you know? Because USA is gigantic. Like, my state, my 1 of 50 state is the size, is bigger than a lot of countries out there. You know? Like, just Florida is bigger than freaking Malaysia, you know? And that's a whole country. I don't know if that math is correct, but yeah, Florida's bigger than a lot of countries in Europe. Bruh, did you get your TLPH varsity jacket? No, but we'll be dropping some more content on it soon. We're going on the hunt for it, bro. EWC and USA. I don't think EWC will ever leave Saudi Arabia. I think the whole point of it is to bring in people to Saudi Arabia. Florida, Texas, California, all massive states, yeah. A lot of the Midwest have massive states. Yeah, we're gonna vlog a lot. We'll vlog a lot, boys. I have a new vlogging camera to use. let's share the stream on Instagram. Oh, we're live. We're live. We have like sound and stuff. Can't see shit. Up that quality though. Trying to show off that city, boys. All right. So let's share the stream real quick. Share, copy. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll answer questions. We're going to put up a poll here in a second. Ay. It's MSC Wildcard Day 1. It's about almost 5 a.m. here in North America. We're going to be watching. Come tune in. Check out the live stream. Say what's up. Deuces. All right. Back to the chat. Let's put a poll up. Falcon versus RA. Game 1. Falcon. It would be really cool if Japan went through. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, guys. Thank you. If you guys haven't already hit the like button, make sure you do that. I really do appreciate it. Are you into League? Not really. I was very close to watching some of the games earlier because they keep popping up on my YouTube. And what it was Gen Z versus T1 earlier. Gen versus T1. T1, yeah. Who won? Was that MSI? Was that happening at EWC, or was MSI just something completely different? Oh, they were in Canada. That's cool. Thank you, Belle Bandy's daughter. Hit the like and subscribe button. She likes clicking buttons. Yeah, I think most people think Falcons would win this, but honestly, I got a couple people on my Discord that say Rare Adam might win. I think with Ducky behind them, Falcons are going to take it, but I think also Falcons have a small advantage as well because they've played on the main stage so many times. Even though they've never done like amazing things on the main stage, you know, they've still played against really good teams, and that amounts for something, for sure. All right, 7 minutes. Bruh. They really got us, guys. Like, even if you've lost multiple times, playing against really good teams in the World Championship, playing against really good teams at MSC previously, like, the players on Falcons are vetted. They're used to being on stage. They're used to playing against strong teams. Even if they lose to those strong teams, it still amounts for a lot more than what Rare Adam has in terms of experience. And I think a lot of people, like, just because a team has never gotten top 4 or top 8 at the world at an M series, top 16 is still fucking good when you take it in terms of the whole wide world, right? Being a team that regularly competes at M series is still a big statement. Doesn't mean they're a bad team. It just means they're not top 10 in the world, you know? It just means they're not top 5 in the world. Crunchyroll sponsoring EWC? I just noticed that too. That's lit. Do you think they're going to have a booth or something? I need to go get some anime merch. I'm trying to pull up to Saudi this time with some cash in my pocket. Anyone see the new Mushoku Tensei trailer? Who's excited for it? Frieren too, man. They dropped so many. ReZero, Frieren, Chainsaw Man, Mushoku Tensei. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have you put Area 77 in the wild cards? Let's not get crazy, bro. Let's not get crazy. They take games off of BTK. And I think BTK stomps wildcard. I think our second place team always has a I think our second place team has always had a chance in wildcard. Three minutes, boys. Got some MENA fans watching? Hell yeah. Would say hello, but how do I say hello again? I know how to say thank you. Isn't it Ashwan? Shukran. Salam alaikum. Maraba. Isn't thank you is shukran or ashwan? Ashwan? Is that Yasu Gaming? The Yasu Gaming? F1 is your welcome. F1. How do you say thank you? Shukron is thank you, yeah. F1. Bro, look at that flaccid trophy, boys. That thing. What a trophy. Every time I see it, I laugh, bro. Every time I see it, I laugh. You're welcome is F1. Bro, it's just not copyright free music playing. We're not missing anything. We're not missing anything, boys. Don't worry. Yuji, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Is it Coach Ducky, the coach of Falcon? Yes. Yes, it is. Farhan, what's up, man? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Suzanne, hello. Unbeatable, how's it going, man? Watch Party AWC? Yeah. Yeah, we're Watch Party in AWC. Why is that funny, sir? Flying out on Saturday. Oh, let's go. The hell is this? Ads? Do I do the D? No, bro. I do not do the do. I can't believe I used to drink Mountain Dew. I take a sip of it here and there now, and I'm like, why did I ever like this? It always tastes flat. It's got like no bubbles to it. I might drink some Code Red. If there's a bottle of Code Red in front of me, I might drink it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first day of the Wildcards here for
Bro,
MSC
move that
TWC
microphone.
2025. My name is
Eterna!
on the English broadcast. As your desk
They need
host,
a-
and alongside me is, of course, Leo, as
They-
well as Abstract, climbing
Girl.
all the way from their respective regions. And we want to mention one
Girl.
thing after a grueling
Big
start
up.
and a steep
They need to do
journey
something about that
across
microphone.
the regions. 8 teams have finally qualified and made their way to the wildcards here. As they are
Please don't tell me they all have
really
mics like
well
that.
spot to make it to the group stages of MSC. So without further ado, we're gonna start the day off. Boys, how are we doing today?
They all have mics like that.
Actually,
Leo!
I missed Riyadh. It has been quite a hot minute, but I'm glad to be back. On the other hand, though,
Bro, what is this
I'm
arena? This is a new arena.
welcome EWC.
Yeah, it's great to be here, and especially when it comes down to the SEC.
Abstract!
It's a
I like
big
this
deal.
setup.
It's
This
like
is nice.
the entire EWC.
This is very
Around.
nice.
It feels like it's endless.
Absolutely, it's huge. You've only touched like about.
I just don't like the mics.
1% of what the venue has
Bro,
to
Leo with
offer.
the new
So
cut
for you
doesn't
guys
look
watching
bad.
at home, or maybe you guys are
He
watching
looks a
from
couple years
here
younger.
in Riyadh, you guys can actually come over to the boulevard and actually check it out for yourselves, because right now we are casting at the STC Gaming Hall. If you guys want to witness the action up close and personal with the players, because it looks like our first match of the day is actually getting ready. But of course, the cool thing about the wildcards this year is a different format. What do you guys think about the
Abstract's
format
having some trouble with his mic. He's messing with some volume or something. He's messing with the knob right now. He's touching the knob. What's weird about the mics? All right, so they're either way too in front of their face. All right, I'll break it down for you guys. You hear how you're hearing all that air? You're like hearing everything, like every breath I take, you're hearing it because it's right in front of Eterna's mouth like this, and you don't want it to be right in front of your mouth. It should be a little bit to the side so that it doesn't catch breaths. But you can still hear my voice very nice right now, right?
To the finals for a best of 5.
See, even Leo when he's like 2 for the finals.
8 teams.
Yeah, but let's take a look at our 8 teams here for the wild cards, because of course we have seen a couple of these teams from their respective regions, but I gotta say one team really stands out for me the most, right? Zeta from the Japan qualifiers. Haven't seen them in almost half a decade on the international scene.
I'll turn it up, guys. I'm sorry.
It's been a while. The last time we saw anything from Japan in terms of international MLBB was in M2. That was early 2021. You count as 2020. They're part of Group B, which also has a vertical.
And then also we're getting a lot of feedback from the stadium to their mics.
The talk online. The grapevine says Group A is stacked. Group A is the group to be, or the group not to be in. It's scary.
See,
right?
when they all laugh?
Then we have Team
Maybe
Falcons.
it's just me because like I deal.
Team Falcons, right? Being the 2024.
I hear that stuff normally.
But aside from them, we have
Maybe it's
Adams, we have
I'm just
Team
nitpicky
Falcons,
about
even
stuff like that.
Mongols.
God, it's so loud.
Familiar
I'm gonna turn them down in
faces,
my ears a little bit.
familiar
If you guys
names.
want them a bit louder, I can turn them up for you.
Official team lineup, but we are going to get to that very, very soon.
Yeah, it sounds like a
because
Zoom
before that,
meeting.
we want to talk about what changed from the last time we saw the wild cards last time around. So after this, we'll get a sneak peek into the tournament format. And that's where things get quite interesting. I think you guys mentioned it a little bit more. Essentially, you guys got to win 2 times in a row. Try not to lose 2 times in a row if you guys want to get that 1 slot into the group stages. But here it is, 8 teams divided over 2 groups, the groups A and B that you guys saw earlier on, and it will be a GLS format.
Bro, all the casters are losing it right
Basically, winners face winners, losers face losers. You follow the same mantra of win 2, lose 2, win 2, lose 2, and then you somehow end up in the group stage wherein 16 teams vie to get out of that group again, which is the same. You just follow. You could just write it down on a piece of paper, pass it on to the next team. Just win 2, lose 2, win 2, lose 2.
I mean, when it comes on a group stage, having double elimination is definitely something a little bit more used to. I mean, wildcards is
Bro, wildcards is kind of lit. It's a bunch of best of 3s.
So either way, when we move on over to the playoff, that's when the
Like it feels legitimate this time. I think this is the first time wildcard has really felt like legitimate.
Wait, so
Like it feels like a little
wildcard
tournament.
should have around 4 matches a day.
Yep.
But whatever happens, whatever stacks that we're going to be looking at, and of course all that entertainment and build-up is going to add up because
Bro,
of
even the
this.
wild
Look
card teams are
at that
getting
prize pool, ladies and
30K.
gentlemen, total prize pool of $3 million. If we go to the bottom side of this, what you guys are looking at up on screen right now, wildcard prize pool total $236,000.
Almost a quarter.
When is my flight? My flight is
on the line just for this tournament alone.
my flight is
4
on
days of- we keep saying that the wild card is a more
Saturday.
relaxed way of qualifying in the MSC, but no,
like
this
2
is pretty
days.
high
Holy
stakes, I'll tell you now.
shit, it's in 2
At
days,
the end
guys.
Of today, teams already have a feeling of I might go home tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that plus the fact that it's a difference between $30,000 and 50. Yeah, that's a long ways out. But, you know.
It's
Bro,
like,
all
hey,
all
1.3,
SAUL had to do was
1.6.
show up
At this point in time,
and
whenever they
lose
are
all their
here,
games, and they would have
they're
walked away
already
with
guaranteed money.
50K.
So as much as you get some money already,
The arena,
you
bro,
wouldn't want
guys,
to
it's
talk about
wild
it.
card. The arena
I
is
was
always
gonna
empty.
take that edge as well. I was like, you know, you want to be glass half empty, I'll be glass half full. No matter what happens today, they're going to walk away with money anyway.
And how often do you get to fly out to beautiful Riyadh, Saudi
Exactly.
Arabia, right? To be part of the prestigious Esports World Cup.
Especially you get, you know, more experience on the world stage. I know a lot of new players, especially coming in from respective regions who might not be as accustomed to the international stage, will bring something home. The fact that they've touched and landed on this amazing stage is already something that they can bring home with them.
This is a great preliminary stage as well, right? If they do have some jitters going on about, this is where they kind of shake it all off. And if they do manage to make it over to the group
SMG
stages,
M6
boy, they're going to
Wildcard, bro.
experience what it is like to be in the
Wildcard
professional
was
gaming
not
field.
packed at
When they go
M6.
over to the group stages, yeah, they're done. They know what they're doing. They're not scared anymore.
Yeah, and just
Also-
a bit, you guys are going to see the
also,
stage,
guys, listen.
and boy, oh boy, what a
That's
stage
in
it is.
Southeast Asia.
I agree.
Don't get me
We're gonna
wrong,
touch on
yeah,
that
there
a
were
little
some
bit
people
sooner,
showing up to the
again,
wild card
it's not
at
just
M6,
bragging rights
but that was
that
in
they're gonna be
Southeast
taking
Asia.
home, right? It's not just the prize pool
We're
that
in
they're gonna be
Saudi
taking
Arabia,
home
where
as
the
well,
where the
because,
viewer
of
base
course,
is
for those
much
of you guys
lower.
who tuned into EWC last year, you know that there's a
People are gonna
new
fly out. They're gonna
trophy
fly out to,
system
like,
that is
watch
out
the
there
main games,
available
you
for
know?
these teams to actually compete with. So with that, we do have a little bit more information on that. So let's check it out together.
Even the college tournaments in Southeast Asia
Or
get
not. Maybe
decent
we're waiting a little bit.
decent
Okay,
views.
you gotta smooth
Oh.
things in, right? Build the suspense.
Uh-oh, Hellcard Ulk. It's not me, guys.
That they're fighting for.
Not just yet. Dude, they're purposely doing this, right? They're making the fans back at home like, okay,
Oh.
Eterna, Leo,
Oh.
Abstract, what's going on here? There it is.
This is lit.
Only one can place their key into the game trophy and become an EWC champion. The frame of the champion's key is embedded into the totem, a stone marker of legacy displaying every champion of the year.
The sound for this is only feeding through right ear.
Crushed. The champions select 3 broken keys as a personal token, a reminder of who they have humbled. Beneath the totem, a resin block holds the remaining keys, a graveyard of fallen contenders. Will your dreams be broken or your name carved in gold and stone? At EWC, nothing
That's
is
hilarious,
granted.
bro.
Everything
The trophy
is
looks like SpaceX rocket, yeah, bro. The trophy looks like something for sure.
There you go, guys. That's how it works. And honestly, it brings back really bad memories for me. Onic ID crushed.
Too soon?
Every time I see that trophy, guys.
Oh, but here's the thing. The teams competing now in the wild card have yet to receive their very own key. So
Yeah.
imagine that. Besides the 236,000 USD on the line for the wild card, the chance to have your own.
TREX, your streams changed my life. I used to be gay, now I'm straight. Hell yeah, bro.
Yes.
The key in the
Did I lower the audio? No, the audio is just garbage.
At this point in time, when I look at it, I was like, how heavy does that weigh?
It's actually quite heavy.
Really?
I got a chance to touch it because I did the reporting for the crushing system.
They lost audio.
These that are going to
Oh,
be
God.
contested later on, especially we talked about the prize pool, we talked about the trophy. They're also here to bring, what would you call it, valor? Is that the right term? Valor to
Valor?
the club.
What is happening?
Prestige to the club, right? and
Guys,
the cool
what
thing
is
about
going
that is
on?
these clubs are spread across different game titles.
Yep.
So the farther you go up the ladder in your respective title, the more points that this club gets. And I think it was last year that it was Falcons
Oh, yeah.
who got that first point position
By a landslide.
by a landslide. So we'll see who is going to be actually able to win it this time around, but we're going to take a little look into how things are going to go specifically for the club point system. They're easing us in again.
Yeah, it's all about the teasers here.
This must be the rehearsal. Oh, once again, video only on right ear.
The ultimate cross-game competition that will crown the best esports club in the world. Let's break down how it works. Clubs will be able to compete at the Esports World Cup in as many titles as they can qualify for. The clubs will then earn points based on their placement in each title. To qualify for the club championship, a club will need a top 8
this is
placement
worse
in at
than
least 2
MLBH.
competitions.
I'm gonna
But
use
to
that.
win the championship, a club must place first in at least one competition. At the end of the Esports World Cup, The 24 clubs with the highest number of points will earn a share of the $27 million, with the winner taking home a staggering $7 million. And of course, the title of the best esports club in the world. Who will rise above and write their place in history? Watch it all here at the Esports World Cup.
With the Esports World Cup starting this time around, we're going to see exactly which team will be able to make it to the top, because did a fact check. Falcons won and brought home $7 million US for winning the club
Eterna's
system.
nails are on fleek.
Yes.
That's what you call winning the war, and not necessarily every single battle. Because again, as per the rules, you got to qualify in the top 8 of the several different games you qualify in. Yeah, and then that adds up into your club total.
Right.
And this year, again, we'll see who gives Team Falcons a run for the money, because Team Falcons is actually opening up.
At this point in time, I think that almost every single game we might have just seen a Team Falcons. So I honestly would be too surprised if Team Falcons takes home the trophy again for 2025.
Home ground advantage as well,
Home
right?
ground
In our
advantage,
first
sure.
match of the day. But we're getting ahead of ourselves, all right? We're still in the wild cards, you know, still a long journey to go till we get to that point. So we might be taking a look at the groups once again here. Just to remind you, we have 4 matches ahead of us, all in a best of 3. And we are going to be seeing our first 2 matches from Group A and our next 2 matches from Group B.
Yep.
Let's talk about dark horses before we
The
get into
mics
our
do
first
sound a little
match.
better
For
now.
sure.
So when it comes down to the dark horses, I definitely gotta have to say that Zeta. We have seen Zeta in M1, M2s and such. They play a very entertaining, they play a very unorthodox
The
fashion.
Japanese, you mean?
Yes.
They were playing Tigreal, they were playing Popol and Koopa before it was cool.
Was it?
Yeah, I can
it
remember.
It's been a long
M2?
time ago.
Yep. And then very shortly after, if you'll remember, they dropped RSU Singapore for the play-ins in M2. I was there. They also were at the receiving end of Carl TC's Savage on the Lancelot. I missed it by a second. It happened so fast. I was calling the match. I can't believe it. I think my partner at the time had to say, "Is that a Savage? Is that a Savage?" Like, it's one of those moments. So yeah, no, I'm sorry. I had to share a little bit of both sides, like the pros and cons of playing out of the Japanese region.
Right. When it comes down to 2025 now, you mentioned a little half a decade, close to half a decade.
Yep.
If whether that is going to change for Zeta Division, do they have the same kind of play style or do they change entirely?
That's a big question. A lot of big questions. And I think even us casters, before we got into today, we were discussing back at home, what are we expecting
part of English
from
caster?
Zeta
No.
Division?
Not for Wildcard,
Are we
no.
going to see the same kind of a color
I
coming
fly out
from
this
them? You know, the
weekend for
unorthodox
MWI.
drafts, the unorthodox
Then I come home
plays.
for 5 days and I come back for knockout
It's going
stage
to be
of
quite
MSC.
interesting. And thankfully so, we are going to be seeing them play today as we take a look at today's schedule. Let's check it out right now. Match 1, match 2, match 3, match 4.
Total 4 matches, right?
Best of 3. We mentioned that earlier on. And
4 best
here
of
it
threes.
is. Up first, we have Team Falcons Mena versus Rare Atom to open things up here in the wild cards. Match number 2 will have Legion as well as the Mongols. Third up, we have Zeta Division and Influence Rage. And of course, last but not least, Virtus Pro versus Nightmare Esports.
That's right. The second match of the day, I think a good chunk of the world will be paying attention to that. I'd say that's a marquee matchup. You want to watch the Vietnamese face off against the Mongolians. This is a rivalry in the making for the better part of 2 years now. For those of you who don't know, there are times wherein their servers actually bump into each other. Geographically speaking, it's a long shot, but no. A lot of stories between Joga and the rest of the Mongols actually playing against each other, building a little friendly relationship on
have
the
tea?
ladder. Oh, it's far from tea. It's far from tea. It's more of lost stars.
Okay.
between the two of them. So yeah, no, I would love to see them face off in a best of 3 for arguably the largest stakes that they've ever had in both of their careers right now. Qualification into the group stage.
I want to know though, what are your favorite match that you want to watch today out of these
Turn the
4?
voice too loud.
You're a Zeta fan. I want to see the Mongols versus Legion.
I want to see Virtus Pro.
You want to see Virtus Pro?
Oh,
They were actually my prediction to make it through the wild cards.
for reals?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what's yours?
What was that? Okay.
No. Yeah,
I know this guy.
I feel cornered. All right,
Okay.
What is this?
you're second guessing my okay, and you're asking me my prediction or my favorite match.
I want to know. I just want to know. Curiosity.
All right,
It's all about curiosity.
In the absence of Renmar Santa Cruz, I am a Falcons guy.
All right.
Weirdly enough, I predicted, I put it on paper, ladies and gentlemen, that Falcons would be walking out of the wild card, joining
we'll
the
wait.
group
I mean,
stage.
we'll wait
They
till
are
the draft
Sanji,
comes. So
Boyet,
when we
Coffin,
get to the draft, we'll definitely turn it down a bit.
and Sano. And
Yeah,
then,
Sanji,
guess what?
Coffin, Troll, Sano.
In their sixth man, they moved over the big brother Tarzan, but as well, they got a new coach.
all
Coach Ducky.
regulars.
So much
been
hype
doing
surrounding
this.
Coach Ducky here.
Indeed.
And even without Coach Ducky, this has been a team that has consistently
There we
made
go.
it to the international stage, representing their region. So we can say
TREX,
on
be
one
honest, who's better,
side,
Kyrie or
they
me?
have the most experience as
bro.
compared to,
Me,
unfortunately, their opponent today.
So theoretically speaking, on paper,
The venue looks
Team
better
Falcons
than
should be
last
able
year.
to kind of smash it for the wildcards, right? But
Supposedly.
supposedly, but they're going up against Rare Adam, though. We do have down Lanaya, Powerful, Cat9, and Mikey. Dawn, sorry. So Dawn and Lanaya, both of them from the Indonesian side, I'm pretty
And
sure.
Ryzen, their
And-
coach.
Oh, Ryzen coach, yes.
Don't forget.
Don and
Just
Lanaya,
making sure you
both
don't forget.
Indonesians
Indo
in their
Pride.
circles.
I'm just going to
Not
cry in my
anymore.
room.
I'm not too sure exactly what to expect out of Rare Adam at this point in time, right? Because when it comes down to Indonesians
Kinda
plus
hungry,
the
boys.
from the Chinese, I think that there's definitely going to be a little bit of a language barrier.
those pies. What's
I'm
up?
not too sure how the communication is going to be like against a well-coordinated team like Team Falcons.
I like that you mentioned that because there has been some concern surrounding potential communication issues because specifically Coach Ryzen does not speak Chinese.
Ah, right.
Yeah, so that's something that they are going to struggle with perhaps, or maybe they figured it out over the past few days.
Hey, they made it pretty far in the Chinese qualifier. They went all the way against Yaofeng Yaoguai, who is sitting pretty in the group stage, waiting for their possible grand final rivals to come up. But yeah, no, that's already a few ticks that show us that maybe, hey, Team Falcons walk out. Although, prediction-wise, a part of me thinks that maybe this is a sweep, right? A 2-0. But I think Rare Adam, I hear voices a lot. Like, not in a weird way. Like in a
What?
conversation.
I hear voices.
Yeah, no, like in
Do you
conversation.
do you need
Like, you have
No,
one
in conversation.
or-
Like, a lot of people are saying, hey, you better watch out for the Chinese. Like, Chinese MLBB, just like Chinese esports, is well developed. Like, when they decide to focus on something, they want to achieve, they want to do good, they want to excel. But in this case, Rare Adam, I don't think they're there yet. But maybe here, they prove to us that, hey, we are here now in Riyadh, ready to show up.
Because I don't think anyone really, predicted that Rare Adam would be the
Rare
ones
Adams
to
is
come
from
here
PH.
to represent that region. Right? Usually we see from the Chinese region it'd be.
Bro, we cannot hear you.
BBG
Sorry,
or
guys. I was
TFYG.
zoned
Title,
out. I was looking at the
even,
video a little bit.
TLG. So this is the new name, you could say.
I think I don't know if
in
it's
the
going to be
Big
2-0.
Four
I
out
do
of
think
the
Falcons
Chinese
going to win.
ecosystem. So yeah, no, they have a lot to prove, and what a way to do it.
I do
against
think
the whole
Falcons are
team.
going to win,
Damn.
but I think Rare Adam can
I'm
take a
already looking
game.
forward to this, right? And this is kind of like the beauty of wildcards.
Unless
You
Coach
don't
Ducky's
know what to
really just
expect.
been like, unless Coach Ducky has really just been going hard in the paint with these boys,
Like Team Falcons in this case, so
like
on paper,
it's not just draft, but it's like
I think that they will be able to score a pretty good shot against Team Falcons if they become complacent.
You know what? I'm gonna represent my girl Michelle.
Oh, yeah?
Alright, and I'm gonna go
She's
Rare
on the way.
Adam.
She's on the way. Oh. Are you saying Rare Adam all the way? Rare Adam in 3.
my voice should be higher now.
Yes.
We should be good.
Let's be honest, right? In the wild card, points don't matter. You win, that's it.
You win, you win.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter how.
Yeah. Just win, don't lose. Is that simple?
Just win, bro.
Win twice. Don't lose
Just do better.
Twice, nerds.
Yeah. Just lose once is fine.
Once is okay.
It's a 2-1 then on this desk.
Yeah. And Michelle.
No, don't
If he was here.
say it's Michelle. Don't say it's Michelle. It's got to be Raisa. It's got to be the Dewa veterans in Lanaya, right?
Emo Ducky.
I mean, let's kind of unpack this a little bit,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Rare Adam. Who are the players that we should be looking at?
I've been sick the past 2 days, guys.
Besides the obvious in Don and Lanaya for you, I hear Mikey. Mikey out of the gold lane might be a linchpin for Rare Adam's success because as the MENA reps, former MENA reps, the home team here, as they would know, gold lane is where a lot of things rely on. We'll go into the draft now. We'll see exactly.
Isn't Cheryl
All right. It looks like the
Hosting?
draft is ready, ladies and gentlemen, and that is my cue to bow out. So with that, those of you back at home, those of you guys who are at the venue as well, do enjoy this because this is going to be the opening of the wild cards. We're not really sure what meta as well that we're going to be looking at, neither the patch and what and how.
Guy looks like Doggy. Who?
What we're going to be seeing, but it's a really good way to set the tone and set the tempo for the wild cards for the next few days. So with that, let's head over to the drafts for game number 1 between Team Falcons and Rare Atom.
How long can you stare at the screen for?
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying
I'm
thank
covering
you.
you.
Can I not thank you while
Of
you're
course.
in your presence?
Thank you too. Thank you for being here, Leo.
You're welcome.
Thank him too.
Oh hell yeah, bro! This is how we're looking at. This is how we're watching the draft.
Take it away.
Game number 1, proper.
This is gonna be the draft, baby.
Up we go. Rare Atom in the blue.
NASL style.
On the red. On the play. Raizan here banning out the Farce in the Kalia while Coach Ducky takes out the Lancelot. Hey,
Guys,
9.92.
YSS ban.
We're sitting in. It is
What is going on right now?
There's so much going on. It's a wide open meta, but I never expected Lancelot red side blue number 1 ban. What is going on?
They don't all have earrings. It just kind of looks like they all have earrings because of the graphic behind them.
Tony, your thoughts on this? Real quick, can I just have you for a second?
Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back for you boys. What's going on?
But why is Lancelot and Yusin Shin here? We know they were in the meta, but this early? This is such a high priority.
Maybe it's an Lanaya takeaway. We've seen
Yeah.
him kind of experiment
Banning
with
jungle.
the junglers, but he has been known for his assassin. So maybe this is some information that we're not perhaps aware of. So
Starting to look like Sakura. Listen, man. Everyone hates on Sakura, but if Sakura pulls up to your room, you're acting like you're gonna turn that big forehead away.
We do have a little bit of hot
Just
take,
saying.
And when it comes down to the change of the metas as well, I'm more or less just
1-1 ban?
a lot of healing meta kind of thing. We have been talking about that quite a lot of times before EWC even happened.
Yep, Estes, Florin, Angela,
Basha?
Bill, at large might get picked up here, but
Do we think we see total just Ube, tanky boys?
and all,
Mirko, what up, bro?
Makes them a lot less
I
effective.
love it though.
Not watch partying, bro?
50% to 40% when it comes down to the healing factor.
One might say that's huge, but it's not.
It's not.
Basha is
No watch party for Mirko, bro?
really like what Rare Adam is doing here. Again, thank you for your 2 cents, Eterna. Back into the action here. Baksha gets first pick by Rare Adam. How does Coach Ducky respond here? Few big.
I gotta stay up all night for the next couple nights so I can have my clock ready for when I fly on Saturday.
The Zushin apparently.
Zushin,
Wow.
okay. Being one of the first few to go out and with a Badang, which is still relatively flexible. We can see the Badang going on the XP route or even on the roam route. I would say the Falcons definitely do have quite a bit of flexibility to work with.
Eugene, this isn't very Coffin of Coffin. We know Coffin to be an artillery mage.
I don't know how I feel about the Jushin against the Basha.
Badang, I like how it's a flex though. Here we go. The answer by Rare
Hayabusa pick.
Uranus. Ooh, a menace.
And the Uranus. Uranus is finally back into the meta.
The grand stage of them all, alongside the Hayabusa. Still no jungler for Falcons.
Yep, we do have them very.
What is this? Rome Basha? Rome Basha? People still pick Zushin? Hey, man.
This actually scales.
Is it Uranus or my anus? Sorry, couldn't help myself.
We'll want to see the Uranus just go ham throughout
Granger?
the game. But in the meantime, this is a pretty strong in the early stages kind of.
It's our... My bad, it's our anus.
That's gonna be a roam box, yeah.
Yep, can confirm, given the Uranus as well. To close the first phase, Team Falcons pick up the Granger, putting it in the hands of Sano. Now they close off possible mid laners and even gold laners. I like how Coach Ducky's attacking the
Don't let Badang fist crack Uranus, bro. One fist crack and it's over.
There goes the Kinney.
Getting down on the powerful
Hit Uranus with that lantern flare, baby.
more of the team fight.
Okay, sorry. We'll stop. When you
see Juicin as well as Badang, you would kind of want to play a little bit more towards the team fight oriented. Well, in the meantime, with that,
What is LT and RT? I don't even know, bro.
at this point in time, they are just lacking of a single XP laner and the jungler on their
Left team, right team. It's left team and right team. You know, they forgot to change the graphic, bro. Left team and right team. You see, here's what it really means. Is Rare Adam is Liddy, baby. And Falcons are the wrong team. But wrong spelled with an R.
Coach Ryzen thinking of one more ban. Maybe a jungler. Still out there would be the Ling.
Gato will be a pretty good band in my
So we can see Glue hit the split on.
in this case, Badang in the XP lane would also.
Ah, God.
In Falcon, so they can ban that out too.
They need to retcon his name, bro.
But oh, there it is. One of Troll's favorites. The Troll is taken out. Coach Ryzen did some homework here. Now, what do they put in the hands of Boyet? I'm still wondering. Falcons. Boyet is such an interesting element of their roster. He joined them pre-season for the qualifier here to go to MSC, but so far he's fit in. Because again, even with him playing in the main lineup, they made it to the grand finals.
I'm very used to seeing Boyet, right? He appeared in MPLSG before as well, so he's quite literally touring around the world, and now he finds himself in Team Falcons. I really hope that he's doing a great job so far. I mean, the fact that they are in Wildcards just means that he's doing great. This guy is a scary jungler. So looking at the possibilities, or rather the amount of junglers that's available right now, what's the one that we should be?
He can still Suyo. Suyo is still open, but it's dangerous to Suyo.
All right. We've had enough fun. Retweet, 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 retweet.
An XP Guinevere. We see Badang more often in the Rome now, right? So I'd reckon they throw this into the hands of Sanji, who I think...
Bro, what is Ducky cooking right now, bro? What is this guy cooking? What is he cooking, bro?
Baksha and Badang out of the EXP. So this is a flex that I think Coach Ryzen has to think twice about. And there you go.
This Jungle Gwyn.
Might be Jungle Gwyn too. Good pickup. It is.
Oh.
There's the Matilda out of the Rome. Coach Ryzen.
And then the Rare Adam logo is so small, it's true.
Granger. Oh my God. This is a dive comp out of Rare Adam.
Oh, damn. They want to penetrate through this very tanky front lines.
Is this spicy duck curry? Or is this no salt, no pepper duck? Is this white man's duck?
Touch Matilda. It's
Guinevere jungle?
Rare Adam who's doing the dive here. They want to be within range. Their only real semblance of range is the Zas. But even that is mid-range. You're looking at Falcons. I think they rope-a-doped Rare Adam. They were saying, all right, look, we're dive 2. Psych, we got a Matilda. Psych, we can just disengage and make you play out.
All right, what are they cooking, bro?
Game number 1 is upon us. Into the land of Dawn we go. It's been a hot minute since we've seen Jungle Guinevere. This was not in the dossier. This was not in the scouting report, Abstract.
This was not in the scouting report at all.
With, Jungle Guinevere and
Coach Ducky's cooking.
As well. As much as possible, we know that when it comes down to the
He's cheesing them boys right now.
Provide quite a bit of that control when it comes down to the spatial migration, but it is still a skill shot after all. If you're able to kind of land it on top of the Violet Raccoon, that's gonna be fine and great. But
how is Gwen gonna do against freaking Hayabusa though?
I think that's still pretty okay.
And looking at the way Boyet's rocking it.
Watch out for Linnea.
He's rocking Thrill. He's on that mage emblem.
The RT is full of surprises.
So the rest
RT.
of the next 5-6 minutes will dictate how they make this Jungle Guinevere work.
He was
Because
P
that
good.
definitely was
What's P
something
good?
I
Like,
left.
is that like
that gold lane matchup?
the equivalent of
Again,
like
skill intensive. In mid though,
P. Diddy?
Alpha's having a great time.
It does seem like there is quite a bit of things going on in the middle lane. Cat9 is not necessarily here to really help with the wave clear, but it's okay.
Oh,
Lanaya
Troll
just
takes
gonna
some
be
damage.
himself right over the Troll.
Lanaya,
And
she's looking for the first blood, unable to get it.
But just a little bit left.
Troll walks away, does spend a flicker, but the fact is he's not dead. At best, that's a technical knockout for Rare Adam. Does pull out a major resource for Team Falcons. It's going to be a tough turtle take.
Oh yeah, the pictures are in the wrong people. We got Sanji. They're all fucked up. Let's just watch the game.
He is a pretty tanky Uranus after all. While Lanaya joins in the fray, Sanji flickers away, and they're gonna be all fine.
The Chinese squad here throwing out everything from mid to bottom, making sure that they don't really give much. Oh, here we go, boy, catches one.
We do have the Purify, so he's gonna be fine. He's not
Purify
like
gone,
the
though.
sword just yet. Well, in the meantime, Troll is not necessarily gonna do, but we do have the turtle currently available down in the bottom lane with Lanaya.
Now he gets turtle.
Pretty easily, no contest whatsoever. With Sanji now joins in the fray. We do have the fifth break.
Oh, nice knockup. That's gonna be a kill. Well done, Boyle, with first blood.
This isn't how you want to play the Zask. Usually when you pick up the Zask, you want to have your Dominer's Descent, that big Johnny.
All right, question.
But no, since minute 0, Team Falcons have been on Pao Fu, so I'd say this is a half win.
Sorry, guys, I'm kind of sick. I still got a lot of phlegm in my throat and my chest and stuff.
If the rest of the map,
Jushin picks you up and brings you over to Gwen, can Gwen get the Violet Requiem on you? Does that count? Like, because it's a knock-up, right?
The lane is not getting that lane priority that we want, right? The Zask answered the team fight at level.
Like, you can get dropped onto Gwen.
Definitely lacking in XP as compared to Cuffin, which is already well on his way to level 6.
Yep, I think this is exactly why Team Falcons put Cuffin on the Zushin, even if it is not exactly his identity, and Zushin has been, teetering in and out of the metagame. They just need to
I mean, does Gwen go full damage here? If Gwen goes full damage, there's some damage to talk about, right? But you want to pick up, but didn't Starlium Scythe get a nerf, and would you get Starlium Scythe on Gwen, right? If you're going damage Gwen? Or do you say no Starlium Scythe?
I want to see them being aggressive with the Boxia and all, but with the fact that they're not winning middle lane, they don't really have much influence over to the side lanes.
Yep, so that might be the one reason why Team Falcons is staying within Gold's reach. And oh, check it out, it swings now. Suddenly, Team Falcons up by 200, 300 gold as the turtle spawns down bottom. Already Nalaya in position. The rest of Rare Adam, their mid trio.
What do you get, like Thunderbelt on Gwen then? You go Thunderbelt, and I don't fucking know.
It's going to let this swing once more over to Rare Adam's favor. They catch Cat 9.
And no, of course.
Oh, another knockup. I mean, Gwen is hurting a little bit, bro. Here comes Linnea. Cuffin able to get the kill on the Cat 9. Bro, so much crowd control. You know how you kill a bunch of... Oh! Come on, boys! Well done. Well done. Well done. Bro, you know how you kill tanky motherfuckers, right? You just get a shit ton of crowd control. You got...
Team Falcons, wow, what a win down bottom.
At this point, not a single kill for Rare Adam. So, what exactly should Rare Adam be doing at this point in time to kind of...
They can't do shit. They have zero crowd control, bro. They have zero crowd control on the side of Rare Adam. It's like they have this dive comp that wants to dive in, but it's like fist crack to the face. Get hit by the Lantern Flare. Get knocked out from Requiem. Get knocked up from fucking Matilda.
Can we still fight? Can we put a lot of pressure on Pao Fu?
They're looking like Mobazane in the Lord Pit yelling, I can't move!
Shut down Cuffin, because these two utilities in mid are not going down. Team Falcons are having the time of their life.
Oh, got caught with the Requiem once again. But he does have quite a lot of regeneration going on for him as he sets up the consecration, pushing Sanji all the way to the T1.
Yep, there's a whole lot of nothing going on there, especially since between the two of Team Falcons, no one had anti-heal just yet. Shadow set up by Lanaya, Cat 9 getting pushed out of that lane, in comes Cuffin with the ult.
Very relentless, really wanted to do something over to Cat 9, force a revitalize.
I don't know though, Rare Item is still tanky. What's crazy is that even though Rare Item is behind, or Rare Adam is behind almost 2,000 gold, they still feel tanky as hell right now.
Revitalize on
exactly, yeah, like, oh!
Did not expect that, but the fight continues.
Well done.
That's gonna be great. 1 point over to the side of Rare Adam, and now they need to defend the top lane as much as possible. The T1 is almost at the brink of death, and now it's completely destroyed. We do have Donda wanting to kind of proxy the lane a little bit to look for Sano, which was last seen pretty wounded. But
yeah, that tanky, it's looking scary, honestly. Bro, that, how do you even deal with that, bro? I feel like they have to go damage Gwen. There's nothing to freaking do, bro.
But he's soaking a lot. Uranus is just being
Bro, the audio is
menace.
garbage.
Well, we allowed Lanaya to make all the way down to the opposite side of the map to pick up a T1 turret.
Bring up Thesaurus. He's a nuisance. He is literally everywhere Falcons don't want him to be. Final turtle spawning, upper quarter, a lot of pressure in mid. All 5 members of both squads here. It's Dawn, man. Dawn is the vanguard. Dawn is the front line. He's on to Boyet. Boyet forced to dash out.
He's definitely going to dashing out, so with that said, no more special migration.
Yeah, Basano's gotten no kills to get stacks.
Everyone,
So much tankiness! Finally they killed Dawn, bro. Still no kill over to Sano, though.
Rare Adam just looking for objectives.
I want to see Boyet's build, man.
An XP laner for the turtle at that point in the game, especially since there's no other casualties, is well worth it. I think that's what's keeping Rare Adam within an arm's length of a Team Falcons gold lead. Let's check out the in-game build right now. So this is confirmed to be a utility tank build Guinevere.
Utility tank build
I got a
Gwen.
friend of mine watching back home. You might know him. He's such a fan of Guinevere. And I don't know if this is the right way to build it. I don't know if this is the new meta, but Boyet is making it work. Boyet hasn't died yet.
Not yet, yeah. 2 is to 0 is to 3. At this point in time,
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like
a little bit of damage, but I think that troll
lacking a lot of damage, bro.
Is pumping damage.
Yep, again, it's happening. What we said about Team Falcons weaving in and out, rope-a-doping Rare Adam,
Yeah.
It's working. That's
Why are they
we're
not playing in
seeing
the
at
All-Star
1-5,
map?
but
They never
maybe
play
earlier,
on.
after that overextension, I think Rare Adam has understood that we
I
can
don't
use
think
Dawn
they
now.
don't
I
ever
mean,
play on like. You never
overpower
play
Team
official
Falcons
events on
collapse.
maps like that.
Team Falcons, I think it's high time. I
Just
did
in
not see the
case
rest
there's
of the
any
course.
bugs
Is
or
there
anything, like,
anti-heal?
there's no way, bro.
Dominance ice on Boyet just yet. Is Sano building? Is he building a halberd? Oh wow, they're collapsing on a Lanaya.
Very resilient. They really want to
Oh,
get
you're dead, bro.
Only for Boyet to get caught after the single dash out of space of migration. Cuffin just going to be pulling himself right out of the guiding wind over to Troll. He felt
And you have zero shred, bro. Like, Sano's. The problem with this too is you have a Granger who's more on the side of like burst damage. Going against something like a Uranus, a fucking Basha, like you want shred, right? Like you want Trinity build. You need DHS.
A lot of pressure being put in by Rare Adam. Look at the map, man. It's slightly bluer than red.
It's really just about a seesaw game, right? Because right now, the economy is just slightly shifting over to Rare Adam. And as we take a look at the gold difference, we do have got a little bit more towards the side of Irithel and the Hayabusa.
Yeah, the money's on the wrong places for Team Falcons. So now they have to find a way to get it
So
back
what, like
on
their
the
only
side.
option is try to get a pick off on a Hayabusa that's practically uncatchable and do that every time the Lord comes so that you can get Lord and just push.
Absolutely beefy guy. At this point, he's not even afraid.
And then
of
they
a
don't
massive
even
threat
have
from
split
Cuffin.
push, really.
I thought that as a Uranus,
Their composition doesn't even have much macro to it. I mean, I guess they do it to Matilda, but still.
The bane of your existence.
You're up against a Hayabusa here, not going to out macro.
You like to be right smack dab in the middle of Falcons. Pop that vengeance. This is one of the few times.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost
works.
impossible to catch a
Going
Hayabusa.
ahead, making that Lord sting a bit. Boyet got caught out of that Y brush. Cat 9 looking for targets. So far, Paufu hasn't really died in a while. Paufu was actually been taking care of himself. Pretty good artillery here, dropping that little Johnny in that brush. Sanji at half health. This is a
Sanji with the 3 eyes, bro. Timu Sanji.
I don't think so either.
It's like when you buy the Nikes, but they throw an extra E in there, bro.
Half HP. If they really want to engage
You bought a
this,
Nike with an exclamation point instead of an eye in the middle.
And losing his life in an instant just to land
Oh,
this
Lord.
track combination.
Or you bought a pair of J's and instead of a basketball in his hand, he's got 5 figures.
Answers back. Team Falcons, they're staying within the vicinity.
It's just
I
a
wonder if they want to give the orange buff to Sano first, but look, they're timing it well, Abstract. They're timing it well. They're waiting. Dawn now at half health. Won't be minding that. Oh,
Bro, I've got
boy, it's Mikey
so much
pushing.
shit in my
Mid lane
fucking.
gonna get a slight push out. The bottom lane, we do have a slow push going.
I believe in
as well.
RT,
So
bro.
Falcons
Team
doesn't have
RT.
a very good way to kind of play cross map. That is gonna be a tad little bit of problem. But in the meantime, there is a Hayabusa on the side of Rare Adam. So this is all about a macro game for Rare Adam. The moment that they are able to pilot this game through, Team Falcons just gonna be stuck with their back against the wall.
Yeah, we've been in this Lord pit for a hot minute now. Not much one on either side.
Feels like 5.
Yep, luckily, 10, make it 10. Luckily, Team Falcons did not lose that bottom lane tier 2. So they've been taking care of that wave at least by hook or by crook. and the Lord still standing.
Trust in Sanji, bro.
A Sky Piercer,
Greatest mid laner in the world.
and a Malefic Roar on Sano. All this while, the Trinity
Malefic
solid
Roar,
for
still no
Mikey.
damage for.
I wouldn't
Actually,
say that
wait.
Mikey can wipe out, though. I think
Well, we
Mikey's
got
gonna do one
Flask, we
more.
got Book.
Not quite there yet. But we had the question about anti-heal. So at least Juicin does have the glowing wand.
Just Juicin, though.
Only
just,
Juicin.
Just Coffin. I don't think that's enough.
So we don't even have the dominance eyes on the side of Sanji as
All
of
right.
yet. Oh, but hold on a
Okay,
second.
there's
We
some
do have
damage.
Juicin that's already down to lower than half HP from the side
Oh,
of Red
Lord.
Adam. The Resident,
Get the kill, get the kill, get the kill. You gotta get the kill, bro. You gotta get the kill, bro. There you go.
Going down. As such, finally, the
Mikey
first
for
kill
troll.
over to the side of Sanji.
Sano's
With
still
Mikey
up.
Going down. It's a 1-for-1 trade between the gold laner and
Kill
the,
Povu. There we go. There you go, boys.
next one down for the
Most of their
count.
damage is gone. Now you can fight. You can fight. You can fight.
Overextend Team Falcons, their patience and their better position.
BOD picked up by Linnea.
It was their base, their side of the map that Rare Adam crossed over.
What are you doing, Mikey?
Winning trade.
Mikey.
Powerful for Troll. I'll take that trade any day. The Lord now approaching half health. Dawn, Cat 9, and Linnea moving up. How did that bottom lane get pushed?
Bro, the
in?
audio
Wow,
is
it's all wins for Falcons right now.
shredded,
I thought
bro.
that
It
was
just
so
sounds like
good.
it's peaking nonstop.
But I'm wrong. At this point in time, we do have Dawn that is really wanting to do something about this.
Boy, it takes Lord. Get the fuck out of there now.
Red Adam did not lose anyone from that fight, so that's fine. Team Falcons, they have the Lord. They're preparing themselves.
Oh my God, Coffin with the wormhole teleport. Did you see how far he was away? He
Bro,
was
it sounds
literally
like
on
I'm
the line,
freaking, guys.
buying time,
Can you hear
keeping
it?
away three
Hold on.
members of Rare Adam away from Falcons. As he popped the ult, dashed away, ended
I'm
up
gonna
on
be
the
quiet
other
for a
side of
second.
the
Listen
river
to the
and
audio.
still lived.
To the game audio.
I'd give that MVP play over to Coffin. Coffin was one of the major reasons why Team Falcons is now owning the map.
What a zoning potential from Team Falcons. And now that the Lord is going to be marching in from the top lane, ready to pillage everything that Rare Adams have, this Lord advantage is going to bring Team Falcons quite the bank.
Yep. Although we are just looking at about 1,500 in gold for Team Falcons.
Maybe it's
Best
not as
believe
bad
if
now, I
they
don't
know,
know.
if they play the next minute very well, this could blow up into about a 2,000, 3,000 gold lead, even with Rare Adam defensively cleaning up. Look at this, Boyet going for that purple steal as well, and then the rest of the outer turrets
Sounds like at
taken
times,
down.
like when the
Rare
big
Adam
fights
left
come
to their
out,
base.
I would
It's
definitely say that when
spiky,
it comes
yeah.
down to wave player, Rare Adam might have a little bit of problems. So trying to take down this Lord and its creeps is going to prove to be tough. As such, T3 up in the top lane, destroyed already. And they're gonna have to focus on this before losing out even more.
You know what, Eugene, you could say the same for Team Falcons. These two teams
right.
have, I don't want to say dismal wave clear, but on a scale of 1 to 5,
It's like why?
I'd give both of them 2.
Oh, okay.
Because there's at least a Irithel, and then there's at least a Granger, right?
Basically having a marksman, right?
Yeah, that's one of the few ways that they can defend. But right now, the truth of the matter is, the fact is, Rare Adam have to defend. Now, Dawn, very low.
Oh.
There we go, Sanji gets saved.
It's okay. They have the Matilda. The guiding wind will just yoink Sanji out of the turret's range. No problems whatsoever.
You're a Jushin hater. I'm. Oh, God.
But it's going to be a very non-committal play. As you mentioned,
I feel like Team Falcons only really win this through Lords. Like, they can't really just take big 5v5s here.
Key point. They're waiting for their guy. They're waiting for Sano to say, it's go time, boys.
It's go time.
Let's go, Habibi. But he's not saying that just yet. I think they're waiting for this Lord to spawn, and then they'll make a play very similar to what happened in the upper quarter, wherein let's have Rare Adam overextend. Let's wait for them to play.
At least they get long lane.
And then we do one beneficial trade to another.
Lord switches sides every time now, too, right? This is a good Lord for Team Falcons. They have long lane pushing.
Team Falcons just stops.
Pick purple here. Lanaya needs to try to get it. Lanaya doesn't get it. They're smoked. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, boys.
So if they were to dance long enough, the top lane is just going to push up crazily, and this is essentially a free Lord for Team Falcons.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh my God!
That is going to be the last.
Dawn down. There you go. The damage is there now.
Over to Dawn. The next one on the chopping block is going to be Cat 9 with 3 members left from side of Rare.
Bro, why are Rare Adam like why are they even taking these fights? What are they doing, bro?
Playing like the 5-man unit they have to be, because again, if you are playing a single core lineup,
Clean chain, yeah.
no other way than Ube.
40
So
stacks.
Saudi Arabian Ube in action right now. Rare Adam, they have to defend. They have to hunker down and accept the fact that, okay, we can't let that happen again.
Where's my guy? Where's Ken at, bro? Where the fuck is Ken at?
We have to stop throwing bodies.
My guy swore Rare Adam was gonna stomp this game.
They do have the tank ability, right? But they don't necessarily have all that damage to kind of return the favor over the side of Team Falcons. You can't make them...
No, I'm talking about Ken. No. I'm not talking about DFYG, bro. I'm talking about one of my viewers, one of my friends. Ken Kaneki, bro. We're talking about Ken. Ken Kaneki. We're not talking about the player. We're talking about the angry American.
Rare Adam, they changed Mikey's boots here. I think this is key. Again, they could have just let it go. They could have just went 6 core items for Mikey, right?
Right.
But I think they understand now how dangerous this is for
Ken the viewer, bro.
to be in front of a Badang, in front of a Matilda, and in front of a, oh my lord, it's 4 CCs that he has to watch out for. I understand.
Now everyone knows. They're like, yo, Ken will be here if Vivos was playing. He said he was going to be here. He was in Discord. I was like, yo, oh, shit. God damn. Winter crown. Is it enough, though? Is it enough, though? I don't think Team Falcons can finish here. No, they can't. Bro, that was Rare Adam's chance right there, bro.
All right, not like this. This is not how Team Falcons expected for that 3-lane push to happen, and they did not expect the surgical accuracy of Rare Adam to put all the damage onto the singular hero that over.
How many teams? Hey, guys. Hot take. How many teams do you guys think will use the BTK emoji in game this MSC? I bet Area 77 does it a bunch for sure. But I'm wondering if any other teams are going to do it. I wonder if it's going to be a trending thing.
We're going to have to work it out and wait and see how that end game's going to look like.
Eugene, look at this. Team Falcons, right? They lost just one hero. They lost Sanji, his first death all game.
Oh, right, that's true.
It led into quite the push. It led into the map turning as blue as it has been for the past 5 minutes.
Just for a while.
Yep, we're approaching the 19-minute mark now, almost crossing.
You don't think they will?
Time threshold, and Sanji's back at it. Oh, look, this the back line. Lanaya.
I don't think that is going to touch.
Uh-oh. Oh! Sidestep. Nope. There's no escape, bro. You're smoked. Hey, guys. Hey, yo, Mirko. Watch Lanaya, bro. Watch Lanaya. I'm just messing with you.
They want to do everything that they can, but Mikey popped out with the win of nature, so no more of the invulnerability from the physical damage anymore. Then suddenly Eagle pops on the 2, puts Cat 9 and brings down his immortality.
You hear how the game sound is peaking?
With only 3% left from the side of Rare Adam, the crystal is down! With Team Falcons taking game 1!
So gross.
Did not cross exactly into the 20-minute threshold, but here we go with Team Falcons.
Lanaya's cooked, bro.
Taking the first game in the series. It was so
Tempest!
There were moments where I could have
Where the fuck's Ken at, bro?
Found the formula.
Rare Adam, I think that final fight,
Ducky was cooking, bro.
went a lot better. I mean, the skill
Ducky
is already there.
was cooking.
50-50, but they had all of the inhibitor turrets taken down, so they have a massive mono disadvantage.
I think you're right. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. The fact that they were not just fighting a 5-man coalition from Team Falcons, they were also fighting their own base. Like, they were clogging up holes in a sinking ship, and the captain just had to say, ahoy, matey. Ahoy, mateys, this seems to be an end. And that's where we are.
Ducky's
now.
with Team Falcon, bro.
Going over to Falcons.
He's with the boys.
This is match point.
Oh, crap, yeah, you're right. At this point, match point over to the side of Team Falcons. They're slowly inching their way closer over to victory if they do win the second game after all. We do, of course, have got a quick little replay. Leo, talk through this. What are we looking at?
Yeah, this is the first major team fight that led to a snowball by Falcons, but not in the traditional way you would understand it. When you say snowball, you're winning everything, right? You're taking names, you're dropping bodies, but no. The way Team Falcons did it is they were always objective-centric.
Yep.
And I know this team was objective-centric this whole time. It's just now they're a little tighter. Already, I'm seeing a stark difference from when they were playing in the grand finals against Ultra Legends. I'm thinking this is the Coach Ducky effect.
Coach Ducky effect.
Man.
Ducky, he had his time in.
I messed up, bro.
And unfortunately, they didn't manage to proceed. So now, planting himself into Falcon's mana.
Too soon. But yes.
Imagine
enough. I think the fact that
Ducky
working with this squad for
takes
quite a while,
Falcon to like
understanding
top 8,
his
top
timeline,
4.
Oh,
It seems like a lot of his teachings have already come into play.
I'm definitely looking for how Team Falcons is gonna do this, right? We did say that Team Falcons is definitely promising. They are a lot more well-coordinated team, and looking at this game with a little bit of kind of like a semi-ube kind of thing, they have to play together, and it worked out great.
Again, I'm glad to see that as early as game 1 in all of the wild cards, my predictions paying off. I'd hate for this to be an early onset, disappointment. But no, this is just a cynic in me speaking, but the realist has to expect that Falcons are looking good. Do you like Falcons?
I do. I think it was really solid. Their gameplay was solid, and it was unfortunate for me because as I was watching backstage, I didn't really like the drafts coming in from Rare Adam.
You didn't like it?
No, not really.
You don't like it?
I mean, who am I to say? I just called it a dive comp. It played to the many strengths of the squad,
It
right?
did. It worked in the beginning as well.
Yes, they scored a turtle and then they could defend, but yeah, no.
I mean, I can't help but think that Zask. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Zask. Let's be honest here.
Like, what was
Bro,
your
I'd be happy if Area 77 just made it to top 8, bro. I'd be
At least
surprised.
for Zask, you want to win lanes, but he lost the
Baji boy, bro.
and he's at
Baji
level
boy.
5 by the time the first turtle appeared. And from that point on, we also have to realize that wave clear is a problem. So when everything starts creeping in, the Zask
Oh
is
shit!
there.
I
It's
can
like
bring my
something that's
frickin'
beaming
my
right down.
TFB Joybodge jersey.
It's weird, right?
Is that
Because
this?
when he
Nope.
was super meta,
Where is
wasn't
my
Zask that was the counter towards
Team
him.
First Blood?
The fact
I have a
that
Team
Zask
First
really had
Blood.
to say,
I have like
"Lane
a fucking
was kind of
Joybodge jersey from way back, bro.
more so recalling over
That
the
would be a
last
nice one to
few
bring. I should bring that for my trip.
which felt kind of lackluster in the team fights because that's when we saw Rare Adam just really drop the ball. So we are going to take a look at the highlights from that first game in this match. So we're going to take it to it right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So more moments for us to figure out exactly if it was all in on the initiation. I think you're right. They have
Level
a,
3.
they have a wall of meat, is what they have.
Wall of meat, yeah.
A wall of meat.
Control.
Yeah, it's the Uranus and the
Oh,
Baksha.
they have
But
no crowd control.
At some point,
Exactly.
you're just not afraid of a wall of meat. Sometimes there's enough space in your stomach to go like, I'm chomping down.
I have another stomach for dessert.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, okay. That I did not see immediately. I was just going like, oh, this box is so annoying. This Uranus is so annoying. But annoyance.
They are just annoying, right?
Yeah,
but
it
it
can only take you so far.
Yeah, annoying don't win you the games, I guess.
Being annoying don't win you the EWC.
Yes. So you need to be annoying and fill in the blanks.
And really good at MLBs. which I think Falcons was. Falcons really played this, again, fragile lineup quite well. How did you like that? How did you like the fact that it was just Granger?
I'm gonna
It was
make some
all on
food real
Granger.
quick.
It was all on green.
I'm hungry.
And there's even a Hayabusa that can reach.
I'm
all the way
kind of
back.
hungry, boys.
Normally, when you're looking at Hayabusa,
What are we gonna eat?
I wouldn't want to draft my own team to be kind of squishy.
No, but this is Sano we're talking about.
Yeah, Mirko, when do you get out
Sano
there?
We're talking about. He is.
You're coming out for
if
MWI,
I'm
right?
not mistaken, a name that came out in M6 was a little moniker. He was Saudi Gold. He is the best of the
He's
best.
Saudi Gold.
He is the best of the best when it comes to playing that gold lane. And you saw it here, like, all right, I got Troll to protect me. I got the rest of Falcons to protect me. Literally, all four were just put there to protect Saudi Gold. It's like, pow, 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 pow.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
no.
known as the best gold laner in MENA.
That's right.
The entire MENA.
Not just in Saudi
Not just
Arabia.
in Saudi.
The entire
MENA.
meta, the entire region.
Is that guy over there?
Just casually sitting there.
The new cut on Leo actually looks good.
Definitely. And I'm definitely looking for the second game as well. You mentioned match point. If Rare Adam doesn't, find a way out of this ditch, then unfortunately they're going to find themselves with the first loss, and instead
Yeah.
2 losses equals to
Here's
Start
the thing.
calling Sano
Unfortunately
Black
for Rare
Gold.
Adam, what I've been hearing about them is the fact that Cat 9 isn't very comfortable on heroes that really initiate well. And he's also not comfortable with heroes that are support-based, like the Matilda.
Yeah, it makes Leo look like he's back in his
So
20s.
that's why he's kind of caught in a position where he usually swaps around the Baxia and the high-lows. And maybe that's why we saw the Baxia come through, flexed through into the roam. But the big question is, why the Uranus in the EXP lane?
That's tough. Again, it's because it's good in the current metagame, but sometimes it's not the right answer. Here today, it wasn't the right answer. So I guess this is enough time for both squads specifically to catch a quick minute, a quick breath.
All right. Is that for us too?
Yes.
All right. So we are going to go on a short break before we get into the second game of the series. Whether or not Falcons
break already, boys?
2-0 straight. Approach another victory here in
How long is the break
Wildcard
for?
Format. So with that, we'll see you after this short one.
What's the short one? Like 2 minutes? 3 minutes, okay. Is that the venue of MSC or just Wildcard? Oh! Yo, that's a sweet skin for Popo and Koopa. I want a Popo and Koopa buff. I want him back in the meta. Bro, look at that little dinosaur! I haven't seen this video yet. I need that skin. Is that skin available right now? Can I get that skin right now? I want that. I love Popo and Koopa. Free skin, but you gotta grind for it. I like Popo and Koopa. I like dinosaurs. My name's TREX. I just need the skin, bro. When do I arrive in Riyadh? Sunday, the 13th. I'm gonna go get some food real quick, guys.
Our second game of the day here in our opening match of the Wildcards at MSC X EWC 2025. Once again with me, Eterna, alongside in our English broadcast, we have Leo and Abstract once again to bring you all the entertainment for the next few matches of the day.
I'll tell you now, I am very entertained. This first best of three, the first game in this series, did show us a breadth of strategies. Again, even the intricacies of the drafts and the player tendencies. I did not know that about Cat 9. So now it makes sense.
Adam,
for better or for worse.
I mean, Adam, they gotta have to change something up. I definitely don't want to see Zosk anymore. This is a me thing. I just don't like Zosk. I don't see a lot of value out of Zosk, especially from that game. Impact.
I can hear you.
Zosk ain't the way.
Oh man. Oh man.
This is me.
You're making me nervous. But continue. So no Zask for
No
Abstract.
Zosk for me.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, Fast was wide open.
No, the fast was banned.
Oh, it's banned? Okay,
Yeah.
Eve was wide open.
Eve was there.
Okay, yeah.
Artillery mages, maybe there were better ways to go about it. Yeah, no, you're right. Again, it's I'm not as much of a Zask no.
Connoisseur.
Yeah, it's not like I like him, but I don't hate him. It's just
Okay,
now.
okay.
Now that we put it to hindsight, I'm also curious why. Coach Ryzen, why?
Is it more on the fact that they want to? I mean, when it comes down to Zask versus Jusin, as Itana mentioned, there's kind of a relationship going on there, right?
This is Zushin's opening relationship. Like, this was her first romance, her first relationship. But back in MWI last year,
Did it end up well?
it was a 50-50 because they really didn't care about each other much. Like, they interacted with the team fight and team dynamics very differently. So I guess here, that difference didn't matter much because the rest of Falcons knew exactly what they were doing.
They are very well coordinated. They have been moving around and putting a lot of influence into the gold and the XP. But I think most notably is the fact that the middle lane was not really accounted for. So the influence that Zask is supposed to bring around the map with the lack of mobility, ultimately I feel crippled the Rare Atom quite a fair bit. Especially since the Uranus, which is supposed to proxy lane so that he can be anywhere and everywhere, was stuck in the XP.
All right, we back.
We did talk about the Uranus, right?
I'm gonna eat for a second though.
Bigger impact.
I'll turn them up a bit.
Win the lane as soon as possible. Have a little bit of a lead over to the opposing XP laner to have that impact. But that's also something that we really didn't see. So again, when it comes down to the drafts, I want to see a little bit more balance coming in from Rare Atom because
Something more purposeful.
technically, in terms of execution, it looks like they know what they're doing. They know the main purpose and like their winning conditions. It's just they didn't really have the tools available to work with.
Or weren't using the tools in the right avenues. Because there was one time when they picked off Sanji. I'm like, whoa, I was surprised how they killed Sanji. Could they replicate this where it actually matters? Because at the time, Falcons were on the base. Like, Sanji dying was a necessary loss at that point. They didn't even blink. Sanji didn't even spend his flick. It was like,
It's okay.
sorry guys.
They had a lot of damage at that point in time, right? But as we did mention, it is all inhibitor turret is down. There's too much odds are stacking against them. The time where they had that power up is a tad little bit too late, even though they had a chance in winning in a 5v5 match.
Yeah, Mikey didn't get to flex. Like, Mikey was always at, I have the tools, y'all. Why can't y'all set me up to kill anybody? Again, it comes down to space, too, because, again, this is a full-on dive comp that Rare Atom was playing with.
Yeah.
There's only so much Mikey could do. If a dude gets pulled out by Troll and the rest of Team Falcons are backing out, what do you do as Mikey on the Irritel? Do you run forward? Do you force it? No, you're going to die.
I do especially like the pick on the Guinevere, actually. We didn't really quite mention too much about the Guinevere pick, especially when we see a Uranus. You know that a Uranus wants to be in your face as much as possible.
More than in your face.
Exactly.
If possible.
So if you don't hit your Violet Requiem, or rather, if you don't hit your Spatial Migration, I think that's
Iron Melon, yeah.
to work with.
Team
And
Falcons
Uranus
won game one
obviously
against
struggling
Rare Atom.
He's afraid of crowd control, so the moment you just go with enough basic attacks, he's definitely flying, no matter what.
That's why the Badang really shined here, I think.
It's a non-starter. It just seems like a non-starter now that we're talking about it.
So what are other things we should be looking at for Rare Atom to maybe look for a comeback in this series?
Crowd
Because
control?
other than drafts, we did mention that already.
Maybe attack the roles that matter. Maybe they didn't.
The roles that matter.
Maybe they didn't hit Sano hard enough in the early game. Y'all remember how they were sending Lanaya, and then they were even sending over Cat9 like twice, tops twice in the laning and the post-laning phase, and then just gave up. It's like, no, he's not dying, guys. Let's just leave him here. Like, maybe they should have kept trying because Sano really was just the guy. He was Falcon's one claw. Everyone else could not deal the same damage Sano was.
Aside from that, I think that there's also the fact that we didn't manage to see too much from Powerful, at least in the laning phase.
I think this is a byproduct of him being on the Zask.
I mean, yeah.
It's the egg and the chicken, man. It's like
Egg and a chicken, which one come first?
yeah, like
how the Zask?
Yeah, I have a problem here, but I don't have a solution. I end up with another problem. It's just, that's the thing that Rare Atom's dealing with. I hate to say it, but there seems to be a grocery list of things for them to do.
So I'm wondering whether or not it's because of what we mentioned, the Jushin and the Zaz interaction, or it's just one of his comfort heroes. We'll see whether or not he explores it, because it looks like the drafts for game number 2 is ready. And man, I want to see some changes. Maybe finally look for someone like the Farsa, maybe perhaps more powerful. Someone with a little bit more impact in the game. Or
What's up, Lil Des?
But there it is, the drafts. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Will Falcons be able to go 2-0, or can Rare Adam have a different say in this upcoming game? We're going to throw it over to Leo and Abstract to lead us into it.
Much gratitude, Eterna.
Thank you.
Leo and Abstract taking care of business here. Game number 2 here. Match point for Team Falcons, the home team. Here's a start. Eugene, here's a start. What about a side swap?
Side swap and
Let him react.
Yeah. So now Falcons is gonna be on first pick, first ban. Rare Adam on second pick, second ban. Rare Adam started with that Uranus and the Baxia pick, both of which were the ones that they managed to get when they were first pick, first ban.
And now suddenly,
It's all gone.
What a change of pace here. They banned both heroes. All this while, Falcons still sticking to their guns, banning out the Lancelot, but now banning out the 1-1 and the Arlott. Another big.
All right, so we're going to see a very different draft than
what
we saw last game. Uranus gone, Basha gone.
A lot of open picks, by the way. You mentioned the Farsa, Kalia still out there, Zutian is still
Kalea,
out there.
yeah, a lot of stuff still out there.
Especially with the 2 picks, man.
We do want to see a little bit of that artillery mage going on, right? But we still have quite a lot of the other roles that we gotta fill out. With the final ban being that Matilda, they have decided, and this is.
Are the players wearing AirPods? What are you talking about?
Okay, I think Falcons.
Like on the stream, or are you talking about
They could go. I don't think you chipped this.
in the
early. You could go
pictures?
Kalia. She
Maybe
is
second
open.
phase. Oh yeah, Kalia.
Yep.
In the pictures, it's just the graphic that looks like earrings.
Early. Like, I think that's worth it.
First pick Farsa?
Yeah, the background does look weird.
Powerful, 'cause again,
They didn't think about that.
To a non-factor game 1,
Right.
By forcing him on the
I'm sure it looked really cool without a person in front of it.
See if that works. They have the leeway. Oh no. Okay, we stick to.
Okay,
Right.
we're gonna stick to the gun, right?
Yeah, it
we're
is.
gonna keep at it with the Kalia. So Yisun Shin. Okay. So this is my question, right? Whenever the opponents actually pick up a Yisun Shin, do you want to kind of go eye for an eye, two for a two, vision for a vision by picking up Zetian?
I don't think it's on the Yisun Shin. Given that my opinion, my take on this isn't as informed, because again, both heroes are new elements in the current metagame, right?
Yes.
1.9.92, they have both.
Yeah, RA is China. It's the second place China team.
Almost a rework for Yisun Shin, but Zetian, she's a brand new hero. Instead, oh my lord, Eterna's little tidbit about Cat 9 showing itself once more. I am about 90% sure that this is a Rome Hylos.
I would have assumed that it would be a Rome high loss.
Because Don can play almost anything.
All right.
Don has a really deep hero pool. He plays Benedetta, man. I don't think you throw a Hylos on a hero on a player like that.
True. You wouldn't want to put Don on to just a soaking guy. Especially if he can make the plays, he can do the big stuff. But speaking of the Farsa that we wanted to talk about,
There's that Zishan.
So that is the Granger and the Farsa. So great range.
Damn, Zishan's kind of hot.
13 even for the side of Rare Adam.
We got a nice neck on her.
Artillery and
some
much
shoulders.
early game initiation,
God damn.
from Falcons. But Rare Adam, they double down. They are more than just global, they're international. There's two global ults they're playing with, man.
No matter where you go, we have our eyes on you.
Okay, I don't know how to feel about this, because even with these 2 strong picks, right, 2 new meta heroes, plus possibly a comfort for Cat 9, I think we're leaning back on old issues here. This is a lot of tools and a lot of resources that even I don't know how to use right now with 3 picks in. Like there's a whole lot of I don't know going on.
So at least we have that one front line.
MG coin, I mean some low main.
That can snowball, or rather have pretty good tempo.
Stable farming pattern.
Stable farming pattern. So wouldn't that mean that Falcons will want to break that consistency out of Yisun Shin at all?
Eugene, you're right. With these 3 alone, they can. With these 3 alone, they can. As soon as Sano is unlocked from the gold lane when he builds his 3rd item or 2nd item even, and Troll go in hunting, these 3 can already ruin Zetian.
This is going to be a pretty scary start, right? Right off the bat, Falcons have already showed their cards. This is how we're going to play. We're just going to kind of look around for ways to further amplify our early game aggressiveness, as well as just general raiding the opponent's jungles.
Yep. Coach Raizan, speaking about the jungle, blocks out a couple of picks here away.
I might have ate too much.
Locks in that Irisel
Okay.
go
I might
to
ate too
Cole
much,
against
boys.
Carlos Granger.
Lee.
MVP, by the way, I'd say, from game number 1. While Coach Ducky blocks out EXP lane choices, I think he's also convinced that this is going to be Cat9's high loss going into the land of Dawn. Falcons, though, they need a jungler. What does Boyd pick up and what does Sanji pick up? I'm thinking 2 frontliners again.
2 frontliners, yes, I would agree as well. They already have the. They already have the. I suddenly forgot her name again.
The Farsa?
No,
The Kalia?
Kalia.
Yeah,
Yes.
so still 2 frontliners,
It's
I'd reckon.
2 frontliners.
Because you
They-
already have. They were okay with Sano just being the 1 damage source, right?
Yes.
What now with
Oh,
Covenant
man.
dealing damage too? All the more
Excuse me,
comfortable, so
sorry.
why not just
Excuse
more
me.
frontliners?
At this point, with the fact that they have the Granger and okay, there we go. The
Ready,
fact that
boy.
They have the Granger and the Farsa. They are not lacking anything in the damage department. They have early game, mid game.
Falcon's just going with the
So at this point, just drag
The
on
oob.
fights. You have any form of crowd control, utility.
with the
utilize it.
Ube.
They got it on
Utility
lock.
jungles. This time they get 2 damage dealers though.
What do we see in the EXP
Straight
lane?
burst, baby.
What is Dawn, the fresh Indonesian import, bring Dawn here?
I mean, if Falcon is all grouped up together,
MPLID
the vision of RA doesn't really matter, right? The vision of Rare Adam doesn't really matter.
to play for
The
this
global
Chinese
vision.
franchise, and it's an Esmeralda.
No healer, that's
Okay,
true.
so stealing shield from
You
the
have a
Fred.
little bit of a healer with
Okay,
Kalea, but
shields from the Fred.
Kalea was not an M6, no.
I hate to say it, Eugene, but it's very similar to game 1.
Very similar. You have a form of initiation when it comes down to the Falling Star Moon. You have great ways to slow opponents down with
The Glorious
your
Pathway.
Glorious Pathway. You
Kalea,
have
what,
ways to
started
deal
halfway through last
with
season?
But do you have enough to deal with?
I don't think
Team
it's
Falcons?
full on
Because
tank
this
jungle,
is
but I
the
think
front
tank
line.
jungle is
There's a
viable
lot of
right now.
control going on for you. So even if the Hylos goes in to kind of soak everything up, can he even survive all of this ordeal? Provided that it's just going to be targeted time and time again.
Okay. One of the main things that
Esme is viable against the
Rare
right
Adam can
picks, I
head on
think,
is
but
the
it's
fact
not
that they've been playing with Zetian for months.
not always good. I think
Might
it's
know something that we don't.
it's like B tier, A
They might
tier,
have Zetian tricks that we are not
B
aware
plus,
of.
A minus, I would
Game
say.
number 2 match
Situational.
point for Team Falcons. Again, that would put them at 1 more game to qualify for the single LM's second stage of the wild card. Rare Adam, they're
Basha
holding
was
on to their
banned.
life. This
It is
enough of an
prio still.
adjustment to get
At least
them
in
there
these
before
matches.
to game number
We'll see if
3.
it is an
Again,
MSC.
mid, the Falcons clears first, and this leaves Troll to wait for that Little Wanderer.
Yeah, there's not much reason for her here, honestly.
Very different things going on in the middle lane now, right? With Cat9 assisting in the mid lane, so at least the influence from Rare Adam, we should be able to expect to see that in the top and the bottom lane regardless. But it's still too early to say. Currently, they are both currently still at level 2. How they're going to be...
That's what I was
assisting
saying
in the
earlier. I was like,
team
I feel like Team Falcon's experience wins them out in this. May win them out in the whole group, honestly.
Lane priority gonna be like?
I'd reckon these two don't care about each other. I'd reckon like whoever gets out of the lane first, or whoever
better it
makes the
is.
most of beneficial rotation from our mid trio, that's who gets out. That's who wins it. 'Cause
Okay.
It has been a while since we've seen an Esmeralda versus Badang matchup happen.
I haven't
but
seen Esmeralda in a long time.
exactly, mind you though, in the Chinese qualifier,
Just because BTK is
we
playing
have
HOK
Esmeralda.
doesn't mean I'm not going to watch
Okay,
MSC,
you know,
bro.
BJ played a lot of Esmeralda. the team that beat Rare Adam then.
Guys, I can't raise the game
they know
sound,
the strength
man.
of Esmeralda. They know how to make this work. It's
Sorry,
just-
I don't-
it's just the
I'm
right
not part of
safety making
production.
against this squad.
Yeah, it is a very similar idea to pick up a Uranus, to be very honest. She's pretty annoying. The amount of shields that she can absorb may not be too much, so I kind of question the amount of survivability that...
I'm
the
standing with
Esmeralda may have
BTK.
here.
I'm just not walking out the door with BTK.
This is one of those rotations that I'm talking about. The fact that they've pushed back Dawn and fight started by
I'm not
Cat9.
saying either that like I'd never play
Forces
HOK
Boyd to
or
respond.
anything.
Lanaya does put out the Mount Chakra already, so aware of the positionings of Team Falcons. Turtle now at half health.
They also know where Troll is at this point in time, but right now we do have the Feather
Ooh.
Airstrike going to be stopped.
Well
almost
done. That's it.
immediately.
GG's.
It doesn't seem like things are going to be working out too great for the
GG's.
side of Rare Adam, with 2% taken down already, just with a quick
Oh.
move up on top, and that is going to be a suplex right down on the Cat9. 3 kills in favor for Team Falcons.
Ironic, I hate to say it, but Team Falcons, the only reason they'd be upset by that turnout is all the kills went on Troll. Everything else was a win for the home team. Team Falcons walked away with 3 kills, the turtle, and about a 2,000 gold lead here. Rare Adam. Again, XP lane, you don't even need to win that. Mid lane, clear win for the Saudi Arabian squad. But gold lane, what if they take one of my points there and attack Sano even more? We're not seeing that exactly, not in the first 3 minutes.
Honestly, I really like the interaction between Zetian as well as Nafasa. The Fury of the Phoenix, the moment that you find that the Feathered Astra is coming in, boom, almost instantaneously stunned. You can
Stop her.
Immediately stop, man.
But that means Paufu should be in range. Paufu should have closed the gap then.
Oh, there we go. Immediately catch on onto Cat.
Yeah, they're smoked.
That kill is actually a lot faster than I expected.
Wow.
I thought he's supposed to be a beefy pony.
He did not have the Revitalize, did not drop any of his kit. It was so sudden. I didn't think they expected Troll to be there, nor both Coffin and Sano. It was just one or the other. Maybe Sano went home, Coffin was in mid, elsewhere rotating, but another free kill, a pickoff.
Quazant!
Even
What's up, bro?
Safe for Rare Adam.
Welcome.
He didn't even have time to react at all, and that is the scary part, right? Whenever that troll finds an opportunity,
Every time
to
I
just
see
go
Quazant, I
straight
think,
in,
whoa, bro.
They will bust at 1% down.
What a
They don't
time.
care if whether it's a Hylos, they don't care if whether it's an Esmeralda.
My
They
setup's
will
a
jump
mess
at
right
every
now, bro.
opportunity that they get.
I got a bunch
And
of
with
clothes
that all said
behind
and
me
done,
and
they've got
stuff.
4 kills now. 2,000
We're getting
gold.
ready to
For
travel.
Team Falcons, as they continue to rotate, Sanji, making the most of the relative silence down bottom, picks up that Thunder Belt. So even if this does end up being a dead lane duel, he will get stacks. Turtle started up already.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Cat9, the single
Good luck in
Vanguard
college, my
right in
man.
front Of
That's
Rare
dope.
Adams lineup. Oh, drops the Gorge pathway.
Priority is going to go over to the side of Team Falcons, but in the meantime, we do have Trolls who's just going to be jumping all the way to the back to deal with Lanaya. The fight is going to be broken into 2. Coffin wings by wings away and did manage to block the Feathered Airstrike. Not enough to bring Dawn down. There is no casualties from either one of these 2 teams.
A clinical approach by Team Falcons.
3K gold lead for Team
Earlier,
Falcons.
It was Coffin who
Zero
played the
deaths.
isolation with the Zushin. Here,
Oh, Lord.
Dropping the hammer.
Boy, oh boy.
It was Troll doing the man-to-man isolation play on Lanaya, denying him, even thinking of hitting the retribution on the turtle. That was beautiful. That happened to the right of your screens, folks, if you would scrub back.
Well, this is not something that I expected for Team Falcons. I mean, Troll having 3 kills to his name at this point in time.
These games aren't a
And
set
now the
schedule,
T1
huh?
The bottom lane gonna be destroyed, and Cat9 eats a tsunami slam again. Troll goes in, gets himself a little bit of a heal, but Mikey picks up that kill since he immediately
Mikey?
got that bit. But Sano, make sure that
Yeah,
he kills the
that's
kill.
it.
Flickers
Well done,
himself
boys. Well
forward
done,
to control
Falcon.
Mikey. Now,
Our boy
Paufu
Yasu's happy
is
right
going
now.
back against the wall. He's literally
I know
got
Yasu's
enemies
like,
in front of
yeah!
him, allowing Coffin to take 1.
It's all falling apart. Rare Adam giving up so much more this early on
Dang.
compared to what they did in Game 1. Game 1 was close up until the very last moment, but here they gave up so much just so Lanaya could push in mid. Now Lanaya coming in the welcoming arms of Dawn. Save me! Sanji's on me! He does survive, but it leads not to much because down bottom there was a push as well. So Rare Adam, they're trading, they're catching up, but
Yeah.
I can't say much more about this 4,000 gold lead.
This is a 4,000 goal lead that is going to work for Team Falcons quite a lot. They need to deal with this middle lane T1 in order to get themselves more control of the enemy's jungle. The top lane and the bottom lane T1 is down already, and that's great. With the fact that Yushin went back home for a tap a little bit, they could use that opportunity to push further.
Yeah, shrunk down to 3. That mid lane did buy some time, a little breathing room for Rare Adam. The final turtle spawning in the lower quarter of the map here. First the scene is Boyet. Dawn dancing around, checking. Cat9 does have the Glorious Pathway on lock, thinking if he should use it. Lanaya's too far. This is the same spot he got isolated by Troll. Troll catches 1!
And now
Well done.
Cat9 again, but it does seem like Glorious Pathway is going to keep him right out of dodge and even popping up the Revitalize. Boyet doesn't have a lot of HP to work with, but it's
Freddy
gonna be fine
hurts,
for
man.
now.
Caught more than a couple of crossbow bolts for Mikey, but that is all the ults spent by Rare Adam. Is Team Falcons looking for a re-engage? Can they do it?
And now the
Oh!
push coming in from Sanji, but it doesn't
Sanji
seem like
looked
the walls
for
are
it.
gonna be doing too much
Unable to land
damage
it.
them.
Goes
But this
down.
is all
Mikey able to get the
quite a
kill.
lot from Troll.
Troll
And the
low.
Battle Strike lands on the 2, but did not
Rare
complete
Adam finally
any
gets
type of
something
kill.
big. They get the
And now
turtle.
the wings by wings is coming
Oh,
from,
Mikey.
Coffin.
Mikey playing good now.
Deal a decent amount of damage over to the side of Mikey when it comes to the Feathered Airstrike, but not enough to kill.
Wow, Rare Adam with the shuffle, leading to 2 free kills plus a turtle of their own. Definitely a power spike here for the Chinese squad. Abstract, it happened right before our
I
eyes.
feel that
All
way.
we needed
Holy
to
crap,
do
it's 6
was
a.m.
confuse
I didn't
Team
sleep before
Falcons.
these
They made
matches.
them think that we were going this way.
Yeah.
We're committing to this. Look, all our ults are down. Come on, get us. Apparently, no, they had enough right clicks. They had enough auto attack damage and secondary skills to take down key members of Team Falcons to deny them the turtle. Amazing work. And to add on top of that, the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
The thing is, Team Falcons still got a goal lead, and even if they're behind, they have a lot of play
Reload,
potential
reload
here,
again,
man.
as now
There you go.
Dawn finds himself
Well done.
taken down, coming
And that's what I mean. They have the
Kalea,
Kalea, like, they have play potential with their
Was
comp.
but a stumble in that turtle pit, but you cannot deny the fact that Team Falcons are still ahead. Execution-wise, damage-wise, where they needed to be,
Like,
it's easier for them. to
Rare
play in
Adam's
as
whole
Rare
composition
Adam now try to recover.
is more like
Is getting quite a bit of
we just
farm
want to
up,
fight.
although he is down on the damage
Team
dealt
Falcons
ranking.
can make plays
Second to
happen,
the
right? With the
lowest, it's just
Kalea,
he's dealing more damage to creeps.
they have
It's
crowd
dealing
control, they
more,
have pick-off
to
potential.
farm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if Team
We don't
Falcons
count
falls
that as
behind a
damage
little,
ranking, so
there's still
I guess that's
opportunity
what
at any
it is.
We
moment.
need Lanaya deals.
But if Team Falcons messes up, Rare Adam can punish.
Well, for the side of Captain, it's more of bruising. Just do whatever damage I can.
Yeah, Sheffen's in Indonesia, but he did call the match, the finals between Team Falcons and Ultra Legends. They'll be in action in the group stage. But now, real quick, back into this best of 3, game 2, still at match point. Team Falcons, they are up about 2,000 gold, and you see a good chunk of that still in the hands of Sano. Troll got shut down, so there goes that roamer's dream of being the top killer, top net gainer here in this game. Oh, he gets spotted here. That is the
Information.
Mountain Shocker. So that's
What time is the second series?
Yes, and that is
Time
generally
for
gonna be
8
used
or
and
7?
reserved just for Cuffin. The moment that they realize that, okay, this is going to be an all-out team fight, I know that Cuffin is going to go in for the feather airstrike. That is when I pop.
All right. The dance here halted.
Well, I
by
guess
Rare
it's
Adam.
different time
Soft
zone.
reset here.
7.
Back to full health for the
So it's
Lord
based
here.
for 40
Here they
minutes
go.
from now.
Oh, look at this position by Mikey. What's he planning?
He's going somewhere. Not necessarily, but he's really safe though.
Eugene, they
Or
don't
is
know.
he?
They don't know. They don't know here.
Or is he?
Troll spots him!
Oh, never mind. The Purify ensures that he's not going to be locked in by the Tsunami Slam for the side of Troll. As such, this is going to be propelling them
Whoa.
into a big team fight.
Nice damage,
And
nice
now,
damage,
the
nice
Feather
damage.
Airstrike pop. The Fury of the Phoenix is also going to be popped. And
Mikey
just
getting some
stopping
chip on a
Cuffin
troll.
at Tracks. As now Glorious
Boy, it
Path
backs
resets
off.
in, pushes Team Falcons away.
Heavy
Rare Adam
crossbow,
now have priority
gone.
over the Lord.
That's a wash. They didn't
Donji
even
still
need to
has
close
ult.
the gap
Sano
on Coffin.
has
The fact that they
Desanata.
stopped the ult was enough. And
Nice
look at
knock
the
up by
gap.
Troll.
Strike connects down on the Cat 9, and boy, yeah,
Boy, it steals it.
now steals the Lord
Yeah,
right on the nose of Rare Adam.
So
Team Falcons with a swift victory. Cat 9 first, and then the Lord. Didn't even matter that Coffin had a scuffed ult there. Team Falcons owning the map, turning it blue swiftly. Look at this.
Rare Adam, this is
4K
let's
up now.
let's put it down in 2.
With that priority.
Rare Adam once again is like
Rare Adam,
0
that
hard
would
crowd
be the one
control,
to
man.
help them.
Oh!
Mikey, not the way to go down, not the time.
All right, now in game 2, Sano has to share the spotlight with Coffin. Now I'm dealing damage, brother. Look at me.
Now
It's my
I'm
turn
dealing,
now.
brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, 11
My
to
turn
3,
now.
11 minutes in.
Is it my turn, Daddy?
5,000 gold in between these two squads. Dawn and Cat 9. It's the same
Is it my
story
turn,
as game
Sano?
1, man. Like
It's the same thing.
They are just meat.
Same.
They're just meat bags taking all of the damage up front, and it's just a matter of time before this base is penetrated.
We still have the holy defenses up. Okay, I'll take that back. The top lane no longer has the holy defense up, and
Mid
the
too.
middle lane as well. That's not okay. That's not too bad, considering the fact it's already 11 minutes and 30 seconds. It would have gone down in 30 seconds anyways.
But
The goal lead
if you're
is
down like this and you are up against
They're
a
down
corner,
bad, bro.
You'll take any resource, any little bit of help.
They're down
to
bad,
throw
bro.
Into this game. So with Team Falcons, they're back. This is a comfortable spot for them. This is where we saw them in the twilight of game number 1, wherein they're just, all right, we'll just wait for the next Lord. We'll cover up our tracks. We'll take away farm spots for Lanaya, because looking at Lanaya right now, he's doing well, right? You would think, because he's just 400 gold away from Boyet. But folks, you gotta understand, Boyet is a utility jungler. He doesn't care.
You don't need all that gold.
He'll be happy with 6,000 gold, man.
Yeah. But, oh man, Lanaya, I really want to see a little bit more on the
Leave
pop-up
mid,
on
let it
that.
slow push. Bottom's gonna slow push.
It feels as though they have the damage. I mean, double marksman plus the Zetian. theoretically speaking, I would like to believe that they have it.
They do, but you know the saying, it's not what you gotta tell you use it. How are they able to use
Rare
it?
items
Because they
gotta
are
do something about that bot
technically
lane.
mid-range marksmen and mages. They really can't close the gap. That's what I'm saying is Lanaya, one of his main things, his passive is, I have to weave in and out. But how do I weave in and out if I am in the threat of getting suplexed by this mermaid girl
Right.
and this Malaysian legend, this icon in Badang? He's Malaysian, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I
Don't
don't
worry,
wanna-
I'm not going to steal that identity.
All right.
Because
And
at
then-
the point, is it Indonesian?
Yeah, of course. It's not. So here's the thing now. Add to that, Boyet, the fact that this hero that has been owning the metagame for the better part of 2 years is back in the metagame. Lanaya just couldn't get in there, man. There's nowhere for
There's
Lanaya to go in
nowhere.
unless he can clean up. Again, you mentioned earlier that he's.
What's
the
my
one who
local
will
time?
put
It's
in the
6:22
finishing
a.m.
touches.
Yes.
But how do you even start? That's the question. How do you start?
Okay, so theoretically speaking, if we want to see a start, it was Cat 9 and Don.
I have work in a few hours, so we're definitely like tonight's not going to be a full-blown stream everything. We'll probably just catch the first series and
enough damage to stop Troll from all those passive healing. That's the question.
Oh, a lot of
it's gonna
damage.
be the one where we get the answer, as the Feathered Aspect is going to be popped. Lanaya actually manages
Especially
to
if
get
my
the
daughter
kill
wakes
down.
up early.
Sanji,
Eastern
but then
Standard
one of the
Time, yeah.
is gone. And Lanaya, this is the caster's jinx, man. This is where Lanaya comes
Good lord,
in.
good lord.
They take the Lord down away from Team Falcons.
That was bought in for Team Falcons wrong timing. I wouldn't say the plan was wrong or the intent was wrong. It's just that Rare Adam found the very specific gap
Window.
and the timing, the chance for them to do this. And did this not happen in game one? Was there not a moment where in Team Falcons,
was,
we
yeah.
flubbed it, we slipped on a banana peel. But now, Rare Adam, if I'm reading this correctly, their punish should be stronger. They should have a better way to use this Lord than they could have any other stolen turtle or major objective in game one.
As long as they're able to bring down all of the T2 turrets, I think that they're probably going to be in a pretty good spot, right? Just kind of general...
Bro,
just
they
kinda
might not take-
equalize the amount of
Yikes.
economy throughout the map. They are about 3,000
They're gonna get
behind,
one tier
but
2.
See that they managed to take down the bottom lane T2, and so is the middle lane.
Yep.
The wave clear is great.
Yep. Team Falcons know exactly what to do here. This is, again, they're very impressive understanding of macro. So Rare Adam now, their conversion rate is a Lord for a top lane at tier 2, and I guess better map control. The map is red, mind you. Now Team Falcons have to play on the defense. Team Falcons understand that they're not the beat down this time, and they have to play for another Lord in a minute and a half.
I don't know. It feels a little bit underwhelming with a 15 minutes Lord to only get one turret.
There is some scaling involved.
Blade just
but
picked up
maybe we're
Immortality.
expecting much from Rare Adam. Again, you have to understand
Lightning
that
Truncheon,
for the
Blood
first 10 minutes
Wings.
of this game, they had nothing.
Blowing
They had
Wand.
Yeah, much.
They weren't putting anything out for the first 10 minutes. So now maybe they're just
Brute
on
Force
their way to
breastplates.
up and up, and they're closing the gap, man. They're down, what,
I
3,000
tell you
gold
what.
now, maybe less than that.
Oh,
This
shit.
gold might be as 50-50 as it gets for Rare Adam.
They're coming close to...
It's starting to hit me. It just started hitting me out of nowhere.
Right?
The
Slowly
tiredness
going in
was
with
like,
double
yo,
marksman.
Trex,
As long as
what are
he
you doing,
manages
bro?
to find that window of
We got
opportunity,
work in a few
as well as
hours. What are you
not
doing,
leaving
bro?
the kill zone of Coffin and
My
Troll,
body's disagreeing with my
this is
choices
kind
right
of a
now.
chance.
I think that is step one in their comeback. If we want to see game 3, I think Rare Adam, more than shutting down Sano, more than stopping Coffin on his ult, they got to watch out for Troll. If they know where Troll is, if they have the same awareness
is not-
and
not
map
a
consciousness
big
as they
deal.
did in that pre-Lord fight, the 15-minute
pre-Lord
mark,
fight, okay.
yep, then maybe they stop it. Maybe they fight for another day. Maybe they go to game 3. But right now, Troll has a flicker. Troll can forcefully get there.
That's true. Flicker into the title strike and then the Tsunami Slam is definitely the scary part. So it's kind of tough for both Mikey and Lanaya to show themselves too early.
No coffee at this
They
point.
do have
We had a
ways
cup
to
earlier.
open
We're
up
past
the
the point of
map, give
coffee.
themselves vision. They got Fury of the Phoenix. They also do have the Mountain Shocker, 2 at their disposal, just to make sure that they know exactly where Troll is, just so that they don't lose the damage dealers too early.
So
Look at
now,
Lanaya. Look at
timing is on
Lanaya.
Rare
Trying to
Adam's
get
side. They're
decent
waiting for Team
position.
Falcons. Team Falcons have to find the positioning. They're the ones working for their time, and they get spotted here. Great use of that range and the kit on Zetian. And oh man, Team Falcons, they have to send down
Corky!
Cuffin to take care of that bottom lane. This
What are
is
you
not
doing
good.
up so
Rare Adam
early,
are
bro?
aware of this. The wave sees Cuffin.
Yeah, so the moment that they see him on the map, they are gonna gun for it. But can they blitz the slot down? That would be my question. Because by this point in time, I think, yeah, they
God.
already saw Cuffin in the middle lane. They don't have the time, and they decided to take it back.
Troll gets spotted right when he goes for the conceal.
Oh. So now they lost one small angle. from
You're watching
Troll.
tennis?
But
You
they
watching the
can
Wimbledon,
still-
bro?
They can still utilize the flicker.
Okay, they brute force
that
it.
shit
The
on
Lord
this
down
early,
on a
bro?
fifth of its health. An eighth
Wimbledon's on right
approaching.
now?
No more Mountain Shocker.
6 a.m.,
They
bro.
still do have the ult on the Power Fu. And there's the Glorious Pathway. Troll and Sano get trapped in. Oh, Lord gets reset here. Evolves.
Not a problem. Cat 9 doesn't have a lot of HP to work with. Pop the Revitalize right now, so they want
You
to
would be a
still
tennis
hang
guy, bro.
around here. Well, in the meantime, Rare Adam, they do have a winning lane at the top, and the bottom. Okay, bottom is
Old
kinda
tennis
like a
watching
50-50
ass, Mo
still.
lover.
My Lord. Team Falcons taking this dance to heart. Rare Adam slowly chunking away at the major objective this time around. Down to a 2/5 of its health. Now a 4th. There's the ult. Both of Lanaya.
Oh, Troll misses, Troll misses. That's it, GG's. Rare Adam are going to take game 2, maybe.
And unfortunately, that is not going to be a
Oh, yeah, you're done. You're done, Team Falcon.
As well as the Lord, Rare Adam, they're looking for the opportunity to fight back.
It's all Rare Adam. They take down Boy
30 seconds, 39 seconds.
Team Falcons for the first time.
You see my boy Lanaya?
18 and 50 seconds.
Mirko, I'm
in.
getting tired, boy. I'm getting tired,
That's
bro.
a full-on loss.
Wagner,
Rare
man.
Adam
You see my
right on their
boy?
faces. Huge money in their pockets. They're up by 1,000 now, Abstract.
And
Troll's
that's not gonna
throwing,
be
bro.
all. They managed to
Troll's
force
trolling.
out That Feather Airstrike, middle lane T2's down, the Lord's gonna be marching in. and
Troll's
not too sure
trolling
if
right
they
now,
will be able
bro.
to get a Feather Airstrike fast enough for the next upcoming team fight.
Oh, they should. Looking at the
Oh.
cooldowns. Oh, Dawn gets caught in by a
Not gonna be
Tsunami Slam.
problem.
Sanji!
Oh, wait, Mikey! There's quite a lot of damage, but not quite enough to be enough to push Sanji down. However, that's good enough zoning to take the T3 in the middle.
Oh, permanent damage.
I think
down to
Team Falcons
base.
can defend this,
They have
though.
to defend. Lord up top. It's going to jump in. Glorious Pathway dropped by Cat 9 for coming to respond to their strike.
That's a T3 down right now. And Rare Adam, they are escorting this Lord slowly in. The bottom side, the bottom lane is also going to be slowly going in now. At this point in time, Team Falcons, they're going to be in a really tough spot. As Fury of Phoenix is going to be popping right out.
Oh.
It doesn't seem like he has a lot of HP to work with, but in the meantime, Praise was right from the side of Boyet.
Boyet's got so much fucking health, bro.
But he's still alive, and that's what it matters.
Woo! Some minions got in range of the base. Team Falcons barely alive, keeping them waves clear. The base took about half health of damage. Team Falcons not giving up much casualties, defending, but just barely. Rare Adam cleaned house.
Big.
Your boy is tired,
win.
boys. I need
With
Falcon to
all
win this
of
game.
the turrets down, this is a Baron
Your boy is
slash
hitting
in
right
the
now.
bottom left
It is
corner
hitting.
of
My
the
body's
map.
like
Team
shutting
Falcons, they
down.
have a lot of
It's like,
problems. They have
yo,
a lot of issues.
what are you doing,
But
man?
How exactly?
What the hell are you doing right
get
now?
himself right back on track, right? Because Troll definitely did go for the opportunity for the flicker plus the title strike combination onto Lanaya.
He didn't. He went halfway.
I got
and
work
then
in
did not pull the trigger.
5 hours.
Because look, he still has the flicker now.
Suffer now. Enjoy Riyadh.
I think he held back on the second Tsunami Slam inside the base. So I
We're
think
definitely not
Falcons,
watching anything more than
as
this
bad as it
series.
is, I think the fact that they're remaining composed.
We gotta ease into it, Mirko. Tonight we'll stay up late.
21 minutes in, another Lord spawn.
Tomorrow night
That's key. I think number one.
we'll stay up late.
They hold on,
and
play
then
to their plan.
Friday night
Go
we'll pull like an all-nighter probably.
Because that's how you end up with free pickoff after free pickoff for Rare Adam. Troll here, forcing Mikey out of that brush, put down half health.
Yeah, it's because I ate that
This is
food,
gonna be the
honestly.
deciding fight. Every single one of the members from Team Falcons and Rare Adam has got their battle spells, so it is at any point.
Leave the
in
stream
time they
open
will
and
be
go
able to
Saul
for it.
Goodman.
But same always, as long as the T3s are down, you would have disadvantage.
That's right. The map is against you. Team Falcons have to deal with all this. It's taking the clock away from them. The clock is not their friend here because the waves are crashing in. Look at this Mikey pushing forward into the purple side of Team Falcons jungle.
Yeah, that's a
I wonder
scary
who knows
spot
that
to be.
Troll has retreated and repositioned. Sano, very close to where the Mikey is. Oh man, it's so tough. This is at the point of the game where the Irithel just beats the Granger. About
Manager
Yeah,
TREX
time.
can be a few minutes late.
Outkites the Granger.
This
while
is
still
true.
Dealing a respectable amount of damage. And now, Cuffin Goes for an early.
You guys see my
pivot and
fall?
strike.
You guys see me
Just to
bust
push
my ass?
The rest of the members from Rare Adam away. But they already
That
got
was
their
my
hit
Cuban
back,
sandwich,
and
too.
now
That was my
Cat Mike
lunch.
start things off with a stun
That
over
went
the
flying
side
in the
control.
air.
He's very deep in, but he's not going to care too much. Sanji's not going to be putting himself around to Mikey. Mikey walks away, but a quick little knockup.
Oh! Come on, Falcons. Do your thing. Do your thing. Boya, if you lose this, oh my God, Boya, you're so garbage.
He needs to clear the lanes. He needs to clear the bases as much
You
as
got a
possible.
Fredrin, bro.
Mikey for the Lord. Team Falcons could not commit to that fight full on. They had to send Sano back to clear the waves, which is a respectable game plan. But do note, Mikey did go down post TikTok timers. So he's going to sit down for as long as about a minute, now about 30. Rare Adam, I think they just made the right calls.
Fredrin
we
should
can
not
have
be
eyes on
losing
the
in a Lord pit.
Lord pit,
like
but
that.
not exactly why Boyet didn't get the Lord. There were two members of Team Falcons there.
There was just absolute chaos in the Lord's Pit. There's too many things going on. Well, in the meantime, we also want to ensure that Mikey is out right out.
Yeah,
of
with
dodge.
no
His
Mikey,
positioning at the top side got caught a little
it's a
bit
hard-
early
it's a
by the
hard
side of
take here.
Sanji. Puts himself at a really tough spot as Sanji peels up for the entire
we might
fight.
go another Lord
All right,
here,
the Lord
honestly.
marching in mid. Rare Adam escorting his major objective. Cat 9 drops
Oh.
the glorious pathway. Boyet catching a few beads from Rare Adam of both magic and physical varieties. Put down a
Yeah,
half
they're
health.
good.
They do
They're
take care of
good,
the
bro.
Lord quick enough. So this puts us where
We're going the
we were
distance.
about 2 minutes ago.
Back to square zero.
Square 2.
Square one.
I don't know how this metaphor
I
works.
have
but
no idea as well. Where did that come from?
we're at 24 minutes, folks. At about a minute and change, another Lord spawns in the upper corner. And so far, it looks like Team Falcons have figured out how to isolate Mikey.
Rare Adam, we're going to try to do
It
this.
comes down to Mikey using his purifier.
Is that a good
my Lord,
move?
that knife!
Double stun, double stun. A lot of damage on a Sanji. Mikey in the backside. A lot of damage on a Sanji.
Ensuring that he will be able to
Oh!
everyone else. The creeps are moving in.
Hold
And
on.
we do have the
Yep.
core. Taken down by Rare Adam.
1-1.
And with that,
1-1.
we're going to game 3. Rare Adam able to work their way into
Oh,
the winning
Lord.
position. Team
Guys, I don't think I can do it.
Crossed the threshold, the point of no return.
I don't think I can do
When
it, boys.
Irabel were calling out names. Heads were rolling, and it was so tough to come back. Wow. Rare
I don't know if
Adam
I can
take
make
us
it,
all the
boys.
way.
The late game is the game after all. Double marksman. And at the early stages, we were just thinking, yeah, they won't really have much
6:30
of a
a.m.
winning chance because they don't really have the tempo. But at least if they are able to kind of feed and work it out with Yin's machine, then that's a good point.
I'm
And
closing in on the
that is
24-hour
just
mark.
held it out. Held it out all the
No
way.
sleep.
This is.
I think I need to get at least 3 hours before work, or else I'll die tomorrow.
Amazing work by Rare Adam.
Yeah, I'll
Team
probably
Falcons,
die tomorrow.
They could have swore they had it under control. Again, they just had, in my opinion, they had a better draft.
I work a
than
double
they had in
too.
game one.
I go in at 11
But
a.m.
I guess their
and I
mistakes
probably
were so
won't
much
leave
more
till 11
punishable,
p.m.
And the openings they allowed for Rare Adam were capitalized even more by the Chinese squad. So
Who
that
else
one
is
finds
is anyone
out
else
now.
streaming right now? Is anyone else streaming?
Definitely gonna be a tough pill for Team Falcons to swallow. I mean, this is Group A after all. We did mention that Group A is definitely gonna be the group of death. And Rare Adam, they're showing up. They are showing us exactly why Group A is the tough one.
The expectations are through the roof, and they did not disappoint. Here we go, one more look at the highlights. A run-through of the game that we just witnessed from the early, which was... again,
Pokemons not streaming?
That Team Falcons knew what they were doing. They had a solid game plan. And then, what was that, at the 17, 18-minute mark?
21.
No, like
wait.
where the turning point for Rare
turning
Adam.
point. I think that's
15,
fair.
16. 15, 16?
I think it's a little bit more. I think 17 is around the right time.
And then nothing left, nothing else for Falcons from there on. They killed Sino, but...
You can watch this on MLBB
They killed Mike- They
Esports.
killed Mike and then nothing else.
This is such a tough game to swallow, definitely for sure. I mean,
I should just
very
leave it
good
on. I
game.
should just
I'm not too sure about how
go
the
take a
team
nap,
actually,
and before I leave, I'll turn the stream
but
off.
Having the Fury of the Phoenix is
Farm some
definitely gonna be
views.
great, especially
Lol.
if everyone is just going to be completely immobile. You saw in the final fight, that is where the amount of stun coming in from Powerful can mean a lot to the entire team.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the rest of this match from our
play
bed
after play,
and
moment after
go to
moment
work
of
tomorrow.
how it was
Go to
all
work
Team
in 3
Falcons
hours.
Until suddenly it wasn't. I think this is the Lord that, there you go, was stolen away in a blink of an eye.
Deuces, I'm out.
by
I gotta go
Anaya
sleep.
And the rest of Rare Adam, and that's it. There was no turn.